I love it when I, like, unmute for a second and I'm saying a few funny words and I'm saying a few funny things, and I realize that, OBS just completely switched my mic source, so it just wasn't picking anything up for, like, 30 seconds. Don't you love that? Don't you think that's so cool? Why does it do that? There's probably some auto detection thing I could change, but I don't care. I don't want to. Anyways. Oh, baby, it's time. Oh, it's time. It's time, Tetsumega. I pick you up and I slam you against the wall. It's fucking time, brother. It's time. I've been waiting for this moment. You come to me on the day of my Chinese boy's ominous bell toll, and you hit me. You hit me with a metal pipe. Kano. Come to me at the day of my daughter's reckoning. The day of the rapture. Oh my god, hi Bite. Hello. Hi Bite. Hi Bite. Chat, I'm so excited. Chat, I'm so excited. Chat, I'm so excited. That little Chinese boy is not gonna survive the spring. Oh god. Oh, I should put Shadow away. He doesn't need to see this. He doesn't need to be out. If I can find whichever one it is. There it is. Go away, Shadow. For the uninitiated, Honglu Kanto, which it means it's Honglu's story arc now. And that Chinese boy ain't surviving. Let me tell ya. He is going to go through the fucking horrors. Ow, I'm rubbing at my eyes. There's always just something wrong. Oh, I've been waiting for this bitch since Gano 6. Oh! I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. The people don't understand. They don't understand me. They never will. Ah! I used to pray for times like these. I used to pray for times like these. No, that's fine. I just didn't think he'd be Chinese is all, you know? I got a bitch load of thread now. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at him. I wish it could make the picture bigger, but either way, look at him. That little boy is not surviving the winter. So this is his tie. You mean the pear tumbler? Yeah, it's time to go through the ringer. This is his moment. What do we have here? Oh, it's still Heisho pack. Or... Was that Gregor? Or, oh, that was Raja. Oh, Wooga. Anyways. T for T couple. Oh! I finished this, right? I did. Okay. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, no, this is fine. I just didn't think of Chinese is all. I saw a tweet the other day that said when Jesus comes back, he's gonna be Chinese. And I don't know why. It's just the funniest shit to me. It's just the funniest fucking shit to me. I don't know when the internet decided that, like, something being Chinese is, like, the funniest thing ever, but they were kind of right. It's true, though. Yeah, he's gonna come back as a Taoist monk. That's exactly what's gonna happen. And I'm so ready for it. I just snorted a line of cocaine before this. I'm so fucking ready. I'm so ready. Oh right. Okay, yeah, lobotomy. Oh, I can level them up further now. Woo!
제 차례인가요?
주인놈 뜻에 따라 준비되어.
관리인가?
전가요?
Bring in Gregor, sure.
함께하죠. 책임은 모두.
He's gonna come back as a communist, as it should be. Exactly, Woker. Thank you. Thank you, Woker. The Yoker.
꽃이죠. 우수수 하늘 가득 흩날릴 때
It's Chinese. Oh my god.
빛깔 잃고 향기 멎은들 그 누가
I'm leaving. No, come on. Come on. Hey, hear this? I'm shaking a cup of coffee in your face. Ooh, look. Ooh, is that curry too in the morning? Wow, that's crazy.
꽃 갈퀴 손에 들고 뜰을 나섰건만
Bye bye. I love you. Bye bye.
떨어진
Don't worry,
꽃잎
we'll get real
밟았다.
Chinese in your place.
서성거리네.
That'll be Tetsmega's job. What order did you get? Actually, I lied. That wasn't coffee. It was a different drink. I don't like coffee. It's gross. It's yuck. It's gross.
그러니까 결국 이 풍진 세상 눈을 감지 않는다.
Okay, coffee boy. Okay, coffee boy. Ooh, look at me. I like the bean piss water. Ooh. Drink Monster like a real man if you want caffeine.
벗어날 도리가 없겠지.
호가 얼마나 고단하고 여유
Gil!
있는 여정이었느냐.
Oh! The Hierarch of Hongyuan. Jiamu. Real. This... I don't know why, but that name reminded me of the fact, that there's, like, a Chinese Elon Musk. It's just, like, a Chinese dude who looks like Elon Musk, but his name is Elon Ma. Okay, anyways. How do I do... I gotta do a grandma voice for once. Hold on, I gotta, like, hunch over. I gotta really get into character. Little Bao Yu, you must have walked and toiled tirelessly on your journey home. Sorry, gang, no toiling today.
건강하진 않았어요. 하루하루가 매일
My bean
신기하고
piss water is top tier
새로운
sandwich boy?
나날이었으니까요. 할머니?
Sure, man. Sure. If that's what you want to say. It gets old. Get it. I was gonna try and say get it twisted, but get it old. It just doesn't make sense. Too much Northern Lion on the brain. I wouldn't say I suffered much, grandmother. My days were always filled with new and interesting things to see.
대체 뭐라고 이야기를
When did we
나누고
get
있는
here?
거예요?
I finished Nocturnal Sweeping literally like last week. How did I already forget how we got here? Or did we just teleport it? I don't know. Where's Zichen? She's my favorite. I like her. She's gonna totally die. This Kanto, I feel it in my fucking bones, and I'm not excited about it. But I still... Where is she? What are they talking about over there?
식탁이 너무 넓어서 말소리가
They're sitting so
들리지
far apart
않고
that I can hardly hear them.
애초에
I mean, is this
이걸
even a
식탁이라고
dining
부르는 게
table?
맞나요?
Can't even see who's sitting at the other end from
여기서부터
here.
끝이 보이질 않는데요.
어딘가 불편하신 점이라도 있으신가요?
It's Chinese, Ishmael. You just gotta
호가
trust it.
소인이 도울 일은
Chief Hope Honglu Horror is our top tier beloved cousin. Bye 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 bye. You're going to sleep right as I wake up and start my day. It's amazing. Bye bye. Is he bothering you, my liege? Is there anything bothering you, dear guests? If this humble servant can help you with any.
불편? 당연히 밥 먹는데
There's something
손가락이
bothering me,
왔다 갔다
alright?
하는 게
We're in the
제일
middle of
불편.
we're in the middle of a meal. Can you please stop?
아니에요. 불편한
Nope, no, nothing at all. Nothing's bothering us. Everything's good.
그럼 보호가
Oh!
친구분들을
Milk!
소개시켜주겠니?
Oh shit! Honglu's mom is a MILF! I was gonna say, oh my god, is this the only parent we've seen so far? Forgot about Herman. These two need to kiss, now. Now, Bao Yu, my boy. When will you introduce me to your new friends?
아니 나참 남의 부모님을 만났을 때는 어떻게 돼?
Gregor, as someone with a certified MILF mom, and Honglu as someone with a certified MILF mom, you two should just kiss. Do it, do it, do it, do it.
아니 너무 경박해 보이지.
I'm currently like waving around like a back scratcher for dramatic effect, but you know, it's only for me. No one else can see it. The fun thing about being a VTuber is that you just don't have like an actual camera, so I could be doing God fucking knows what on camera and you just don't know because you can't see it. The amount of times I've just been like sitting here behind my screen and I'm playing with like slime or something is really awesome. Oh boy, I never know how to act in front of others' parents. Where should I look? Is this an appropriate size for a polite smile? I hope I don't come off as too smarmy.
아, 그럴 필요까지는
Oh, Gregor,
없어요.
you old man. I
내
love you
집이다
dearly.
여기시고 편하게 있으세요.
There's nothing to fuss over. Think of this as your own place and enjoy your time here.
아싸, 땡큐.
Thank you. Woohoo! Thank ya.
라고 하기엔 집이 넓어도
She's so cute.
너무 넓어서 편할 수가 없는데 말이지.
I need to grind all the
이러다간
sinners
물
into
한잔
dust.
마시고 가다가 미아가 되어버리겠어.
But this place is so huge that I can hardly relax. I'm worried I might get lost going out for a cup of water.
아, 그건 걱정 마세요. 안 그래도 미아보호소 시설이
어,
방 곳곳에 있거든요.
We have stray people shelters located all around the house for that.
아, 물론 그때까지 살아계신다면
How big
말이죠.
is this place? Our servants visit them once a month to collect anyone who's unfortunately gotten lost, if they're still alive, that is. What?
홍루 씨, 지금까지 들은 것 중 제일 웃긴
Hong Lu, that has to be the
농담이었어요.
funniest joke you've ever told.
아, 웃기려고 한 말은 아니지만 덕택에 재밌으셨다면 다행히.
They literally have people in the fucking walls. I wasn't joking, but I'm glad you enjoyed it anyway.
그런데 홍루군.
They're in the walls. They're in the goddamn walls!
그대의 환영식이라고 들었는데
I
말이야.
must ask Hong Lu, for I spy no other sibling of yours here. This is quite odd, for I had thought this to be a welcoming party for your return.
내 환영식이기도 하거든.
Hey, it's my welcoming party too.
그리고 얼굴만
제이전!
보고 항상 구겨지는 놈들을 보아서 뭐래?
Besides, what makes you think we'd ever want to see their stupid faces? Just to get mad?
같은 식탁에 앉아본 것만 해도 거진 10년 전이야.
Check DM real quick. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Oh! Wait. I love Metal Sonic. That was beautiful. Thank you, Bite. I love you. I'm gonna give you a big ol' smooch. Mwah. Mwah. Okay. Almost just choked to death. Splendid! See? Alright, wizard boy, you can try and cast all the spells on me you want. You cannot take me the fuck down, okay? Cease your spell casting at once. I've been hexed through Twitch chat. It's been like 10 whole years since we even shared a meal together.
그리고
Next time, I'll foil your plans again.
아까 내가 한 말 잊었어? 난 이제 너희들과는
The Twitch
완전히
chat
정을
wizard that tries to
사이니까.
hex the streamer every time he goes live. Just doesn't work. Oh, and don't even think about trying to chat me up. Did you already forget what I said earlier? There's nothing between us anymore. We're enemies.
우리가 먼저 말을 걸었나?
Did we initiate this conversation though?
저는
Headless lives! Oh, I'm simply so glad that my son Baoyu
이렇게 제 몫을 하는 사내가 되어 무탈한 모습으로
has returned as a man who can now
그것만으로도
who can now more
더 이상 바랄
than
게
carry his own
없습니다.
weight and unharmed too.
그러니 보가
So, dear Baoyu,
재촉할 생각은 없지만
I don't mean to rush, but
출가 날짜는
when are you planning to depart
언제니?
again?
아직 정해진 건 없어요, 어머니.
Damn! Everyone just hates this guy. Nothing has been decided yet, Mother.
그렇구나. 나는 그저
Oh, she just doesn't want him to get murked. I thought she just hated this bitch.
염려스럽단다.
I see. I am simply concerned that were your stay here to be prolonged, perhaps you might fade before your duties are completed.
가모님도 그렇게 생각하지 않으십니까?
Do you not also agree, Venerable Jiamu?
그래.
Indeed. I'm just gonna get even more witch-like with every voice I do for the grandma.
이 속세에 남아있지 말고.
Oh wait, is this Hong Lu's fucked up little grandma?
다 하거라.
I didn't even make that connection. I was just like, holy shit, old lady. idea about you, our peerless treasure. Tarry not overlong in this mundane world. Leave when the time is right and fulfill your worth.
그럴게요.
Kill your grandma!
할머니, 어머니.
Honglu, do your duty. Kill your family and be reincarnated as a lotus flower. Do it. Throughout the entire familial discussion, Honglu's expression remained the same, in that tranquil, perpetual smile. Despite his return after years of wandering being met with the family's obvious push to make him leave as soon as possible. He stands unaffected, as though he were expecting this gaudy yet hollow welcome. I'm like leaning all the way back in my chair and I'm using a stick to press my space button. This is the height of laziness. With his attitude being so passive, I also had no choice but to watch as a bystander. As a bowstander. Sorry. Oh! Flashback. Let's go. Zichen moment. That's our goat.
이제 곧 가마가 오겠군요.
Pelican. Holy shit, like from Steven motherfucking Universe. That's crazy. The Pelican will be here soon.
가마. 우와, 여기는 무슨 가마를
Pelican?
부르는 거네.
Whoa, so cool. That sure sounds like a fancy ride. Isn't that just super, Greg?
그래, 소드 씨.
Oh yeah, Sode. We're getting the Pelican or whatever it's called to give us a ride all the way to the mansion. The unusual comedy pair's desperate efforts to lighten the mood are particularly appreciated today. As tragically ineffective as they seem to be, I cannot fucking talk today.
네.
My God.
여러분들과 가시춘 씨는
I'd love to be able
H의
to read
주요 가문의
things.
일원이 거주하는 대관원으로 가시게 될 거예요.
Yes, the LCB and Tia Zichen will be heading to Grandview Garden, where one of the most prominent families of H Corp reside. No. They're doing the Genshin thing. We have a great time. I streamed this for 5 hours yesterday. Oh no. Oh no. Time to stream for 6 million hours, baby. They sent a whole Pelican to pick us up. Huh. Does Honglu's family already know that he'll be participating in the family hierarch war?
아니요.
Probably.
그쪽에서는
Oh, never
아직
mind.
모르는 사안일 겁니다. 회사도 정보
No,
유출을 막기
It is
위해
unlikely that they
방금
are aware.
저희에게 이
After all,
사안을 전달했을
it can be assumed
테니까요.
that the most likely reason that the company waited until the last minute to relay us this order was to minimize the chance of information leakage.
그저 귀향한 홍루 씨와 가시춘 씨를
Therefore, it would be
환대하기
correct to
위해 보낸
presume that the
것일 테죠.
Pelican is here merely as a gesture of welcome for Honglu and Jia Zichen's return.
그런 만큼 가마를 타고 갈 수 있는 건 초대를
Which
받은
means that only the
홍루
invited,
씨와
Honglu,
가시춘
Jia
씨,
Zichen, and their
그리고
factions
그들을
can ride the
따르는
Pelican to
사람들뿐.
the fucking gardens.
SCB 팀과 베르길리우스 씨, 카론 씨는 함께할 수 없죠.
Unfortunately, this means that the LCCB, Virgilius, and Charon won't be able to join you on this journey. They never do! What's the
아쉽네요.
point?
같이 갔으면 좋았을 텐데요.
It was also that long because I was celebrating finishing college finals for the semester. Woohoo! Congrats! Congrats! Take your math tests or whatever college finals are. I don't know. I don't know anymore. I don't remember, and I don't care. I don't care to remember my days of school. Ugh, gross. That's too bad. It would have been nice if we could all go there together.
항상 이런 식이지. 우리 집 어른들은
Just as petty as I expected from the seniors of our family. Would it kill them to house a handful more people in that humongous park of a house? It's not like they'd notice the difference.
어머나, 그 말은 좀 감동인걸요.
Oh my, how touching.
가시춘 씨도
Looks like Miss
저희와
Tia
헤어지기
Zichen thinks
아쉬우셨나
she'll
봐요.
miss us too.
방금 전에 시원하게 내 뒤통수를 후려쳐놓고
Accounting
말하는
final?
거
Oh
없습니다.
brother, I think I'd kill myself. I hate math. Too much math. What a thing to say to my face after that shameless backstabbing. Ha ha ha.
애초에 가주대전에 참가한다는
I mean, do any of you even comprehend what it means to participate in the family hierarch war? Kill your brother! Kill your family! And you'll be reincarnated as a lotus flower.
우리가 가주심사라는 버젓한 명칭을 두고 왜 대전이라고 말하고 다니는 거라 생각하는 거야?
Do you even understand why we call it a war when the official name for it is an evaluation?
너희는 이제부터
언제든지
You're
목숨을
risking your
노려주는
lives by
곳으로
getting
들어가는
involved in
거라고.
this. Once you get in there, you'll be stalked at every turn by people looking to kill you.
당연히
Including me.
객잔의 일을 벌써 잊었어?
Zichun, I don't know how well that will work
지켜줬지만
with a man who can be
이젠
perpetually
당신이
revived.
직접 목숨줄을 끊는 암자로 찾아갈 수 있다는 거야.
Is Honglu's family not taking into account Honglu can just be consistently revived? Are they stupid? Remember how Wei saved your life back at the fake Kejon? Now imagine the same scenario, except this time it could be Wei who's there to kill you.
미리 유감이라는 말씀을 드리는 편이 좋겠어.
They just don't know? Does Zicha not know? I'm pretty sure she's probably seen her brother croak on the battlefield when I was fighting Ricardo that one time. I must say ahead of time that this is a truly regrettable turn of events. I do not wish to have to fight any of you, but... Wei looked at us with an unfamiliar and cold, intense glare.
그건 우리도
Well, we feel very much the same way, so... Looks like we're on the same page there.
반대로 말해서
Rest of the family doesn't. Maybe that's just because they're losers and they need to get good. This means that I'm also fair game. You could stab me in the back again. Literally. This time.
아니요. 그럴 생각은 절대.
No, never. I wouldn't even dream of doing something like... Zichun ignored Sinclair's anxious pleas and looked straight towards Honglu. And not her girlfriend, Don Quixote? That's fucked up.
마지막 기회일 수도 있어.
That's fucked up.
오빠.
This could be the last chance to change your mind, brother.
나는 마냥 가벼운 마음으로 내 세력에 들어오라고
I think it's
제안한 게
cute
아니야.
how, despite Zichun being Zichun, it seems like she does care at least a little bit for Honglu compared to like the other people. Which I think is nice. At least not everyone hates Honglu's guts. I didn't invite you to join my faction with a light heart.
하물며 가주대전은 그렇게 쉽게 한다만다를 결정할 수 있는
Besides, it's the
문제는
family hierarchy.
절대
This isn't something you can just flippantly decide that you want to participate.
네가 그렇게 살아왔듯이 지춘,
I know the life you've lived, Zichun.
나 역시도 어렸을 때부터 가주대전에 대한
I also grew up
이야기를
hearing those countless tales about the family hierarch war, just as you did.
그러니 우리가 느끼고 있는
So the weight
무게감은
we're feeling must be the same.
같을 거야.
Ah! Don't kill Zichun, she's so cool.
그래. 여리게나마 이어져 왔던 협력 관계는
Right. So this is where our teeniest alliance really ends.
뭐 상관없어. 필요에
Well,
의한
not like I
잠깐의
care.
동맹치고는
It did drag on a little too long for a temporary alliance forged out of convenience.
원래대로 돌아가는 것뿐이니.
We're just going back to how things used to be. That's all.
그럼 태평이 말이나 섞는 건 여기까지 하도록
And
할까?
that's fine by me. I think that's enough chit-chat with you then.
응? 네가 원한다면 그래.
Okay. If that's what you want.
아, 시춘.
Oh, Zichun.
뭐
What?
가문의 사람들에게는 내가 참가한다는
Please don't tell
이야기를
the family that I'll be
하지 말아줄 수
participating,
있겠니?
will you?
당분간은
I was
비밀로
told to
두는
keep this a
편이
secret
좋다고
for
해서
now.
말이야.
이제 와서 그런 부탁을 한다고
Tell me one reason
내가
why I
그걸
should do you that
들어줘야
favor
할
now.
이유가 있나?
Honglu could kill you right now, this instant. For someone who supposedly doesn't care, Zichun appeared rather hurt as she took a moment to glare at Honglu, biting her lower lip. Then suddenly strode right up to him.
이게 정말 오빠의 선택은 맞아?
Is this even your call, brother?
아니면 그냥 저쪽이
Or are you
시켜서
just
하는
following their
것뿐이야?
orders? Zichun gestured towards the rest of us with her chin. Bro, we don't tell him to do anything.
가주대전에 참가하는 건 이미 정해진 일일 텐데 그걸 궁금해하는
My
거라면
participation in the family hierarch war is already decided. If you're still curious to know why, then...
시춘 너는 내 선택이라는 것에 중요한
Zichun,
의미가
do you
있다고
believe that my
생각하는가?
choices carry any significant meaning?
아, 또 그렇게 나오겠다는 거지.
Oh, I see what's up. This crap again.
가주대전이 어떤 의미인지 알면서
So you already know what participating in the war means, but you just have no idea why I'd ever ask you something like that, huh?
대답은 됐어? 더 말 섞을 필요
Fine.
없겠네.
Looks like I don't even need to hear your reply. There's no point in trying with you anymore.
그런 얄팍하고 허튼 마음으로 어디까지 살아남을지
At least I'll have
보는
fun
것도
watching how far you get
재밌겠다.
with that shallow, meaningless attitude of yours. Haha. Oh, Pilot's still here, I forgot. Jiazichan appeared pretty distressed after that exchange, so I was about to say something when Pilot, who had been fiddling with the radio behind Sode, began shouting urgently.
과장님, 곧 가마한대가 도착한답니다.
Whoa, Manager Sode! A pelican's been seen coming this way.
어제를 생각하면 오늘은 푹 쉬면서 가고 싶다고.
I'd like to chill a bit today. Yesterday was too rough. Let's head over so we can at least relax on the way there.
아니, 지금 온 건 우리가 먼저 탈게.
Nope, we're taking this one.
어차피 양보해주는 거엔
You never think twice about giving things up to others anyway, do you, brother?
그런 게 어딨어?
Huh? What the heck do you mean? Come on, let's do this fair and square with like, rock, paper, and scissors?
차라리
Wow,
가족의
sure.
가위바위보로
Why not decide the next
결정하자고 하지?
hierarchy with a game of rock, paper, and scissors too? How's that? Jiazichan gave us a wry grin before leaving. Wei followed her wordlessly.
아이고. 겨우 좀 친해졌나 했더니.
Boy, I thought we were finally making some friends out there. Wrong! Everyone's your enemy and everyone wants to kill you. Welcome to the city, baby!
가마를 기다리고 있는 걸 보니
How is Pilot still here after last time? He's just waiting to get his ass beat by Sode. That's the only reason he's still here. Wow. Bald guy. Look over there. There's a group waiting for a pelican. One of them must be the candidate the client told us about.
저쪽에서 몰려오는 괴한들이.
I don't know why, but I did that voice and I got a flash of the landlord from Smiling Friends. I was wondering if you wanted to hang out with me and play Burnout Revenge for the PS2.
후보를 노리고 습격을 지시한 자가
Otis mentioned-
아니었을
sorry.
테지.
I've been watching way too much like Epic the Musical animatics and shit. I'm really Odysseus pilled right now. It's crazy. And then I see Otis and I get really excited. And I always think and I hope that they make her kiss a woman. Shi Yihua is unlikely to be the only one who's going after the candidates. Executive manager, we best take care of them before the next pelican arrives. Palanquin or pelican? I think it's pelican. Like pelican. Palanquin? Palanquin. I think that's how you pronounce it. Palanquin. Man, I don't know.
해달라고 바란 적은 없었어요. 단 한 번도.
Tetsmega, how would you feel as a certified Otis Gooner if Otis proceeded to kiss a woman? Would you once again wish to be a lesbian for Otis? Otis. I think I pronounced half of these names and words wrong. Pelican? Pelican?
재밌네요.
Haha, pelican. Are pelicans? No, pelicans aren't the one that's extinct. That's a dodo bird, yeah. Haha.
전투응대 나선다.
She should kiss a woman and get pregnant. Dude, I think Otis would not be the one pregnant. It'd be Penelope. Get it right. Get it right.
깨달았나?
She is an old woman. She has gone through menopause.
따위에 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
대체가 약화된
Her son is probably already 20 years old.
적개체의 상태가 좋지 않네요. 사소하지만
겁나.
Let's go, Telemachus.
내게 받쳐주지.
편히 쉬시게.
I'm using this back scratcher to like dramatically point at chat, and I keep getting scared I'm gonna get too close and like hit my computer screen, and then my computer screen's fucked up. You lack imagination and willpower. I'm realistic, okay? I'm realistic about that old hag of a woman.
대단한 일이라도
She
하신
cannot
적이
get pregnant
없어요.
anymore. She already had a child,
사실은 그렇게 대단한 일도 아니에요.
and fuck you.
혹시 칭찬을 바랐다면
It's Odysseus just went through gender reassignment surgery, okay? She can't get pregnant. No uterus.
여기가
Boom.
뱃속이군.
Boom. Boom. See how you gonna flip this one back, huh? Motherfucking Doulahan.
왜 안에 갇혀 죽어라.
Ooh, Honglu, kill your family, kill your family.
끔찍한 공격이네요.
If Honglu becomes like,
할 말이라도
산티님 봤어요?
드릴게요.
wait, is the point of the hierarch event
사실은
to
그렇게
become
대단한 일도 아니에요.
like the next head of the family? I think it is, right?
혹시 칭찬을
So if Honglu
바랐다면
just becomes the next head of the family, he just gets all this shit.
부르는 편이 나을
and will still probably have to sleep in a bus. They're still gonna make the sinner sleep in a fucking bus. By the way, for my survey, do you think Zichun will die? Yeah, I unfortunately do. I think she's gonna die for sure. And I will not be happy about it. Or... I don't know. Someone's, what, you know,
사실은 그렇게 대단한
either
일도
Jia
아니에요.
Huan or Zichun is gonna die.
혹시 칭찬을
And I
받았다면
feel like it's gonna be leaning more towards Zichun dying.
제가 아니라요.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
I was hoping it'd be like cool if like she became the head of the family and then you could see her more in the story, but they're probably gonna fucking kill her. And I'm not pleased about that. I'm not pleased. I can see the writing on the wall, it's coming, I know it is, but I don't have to be happy about it.
더 이상 식별되는 적은 없습니다.
No more signs of enemy reinforcements, executive manager.
그래도
Ugh.
전날처럼 끝도 없이
At least there's an end to
몰려오질
them
않아서
this
다행이네요.
time. The guys that attacked us when we first got here were endless.
뭐 그때는 얄팍한 술수에 속아 넘어갔었으니까.
Well, that's because we walked right into a trap then. Shallow, but still.
그보다 기분이
Just kill her yourself to get it over with. I'd rather kill myself.
시춘 씨.
Anyways, Zichun's apparently pretty hurt by that. Didn't she?
그런데 이번 일은
Honestly though,
시춘이가
I
서운해하곤
get why she feels so
했어.
betrayed.
우리가 들었던 홍눈의 가족을 생각해봐.
Remember all those
그
stories about
난리
Hongnu's
속에서
family we heard?
유일하게 동료의
Imagine you're
여지가
one of their
생겼던
kids,
사람인데
thinking you finally found like
갑자기
a
배신이란.
potential ally in your family, only for him to pretty much stab you in the back last minute.
그러게요.
I mean, it's not like it was his
지켜보고 있는
choice to
저도
participate,
덩달아
he was
민망해질
told.
뻔했지 뭐예요.
Yeah, right? It was really awkward for me too, even though I wasn't exactly involved. Sode chimed in nonchalantly as though it wasn't her who pulled the plug on our alliance at the last second. Sode, you motherfucker.
아니 근데
Anyways,
명색이 H
where's our escort? I can't imagine that H Corp can't afford to send us guards with the Palanquin.
호위들도 호위까지 보내줄 만큼 가족애가 넘치는
If this family loved each other enough to send escorts for their safety, I doubt they'd be holding a cutthroat ceremony like the family hierarch evaluations.
철저한 약육강식의
It's a world where
세계.
might makes right, where the strong prey on the weak. In this world, it's kill or be killed.
가족 후보들조차도 수십 명은 있을 테지만
People won't bat an
그들 중
eye,
누구 하나가 길바닥에
even if one of the
죽어
dozens of
있다
candidates found dead in some ditch on the
깜빡하지
road.
실례했어요,
Oh,
홍루 씨.
sorry, Honglu.
제가 너무
I must have been running my mouth again
직설적으로
without thinking about how that sounds.
예전에는 이쯤 말하기 전에 누가
Someone
나서서
usually stopped me
말려줬는데
before I
말이죠.
got too far.
개념치 마세요.
Ah, Effie.
걸요.
Don't worry, you didn't say anything wrong.
저도 다른 집들은 이렇지 않다는
It took me a
걸
while to realize
깨닫기까지
that
조금
other
오래
families weren't
걸리긴
like
했지만
this, but
있는 그대로의 지금의
there was no reason to be
불편함을
upset with the way things
느낄
are.
필요는
I think you have
없으니까요.
a very good reason to be upset. Hear me out. I think you do. Hear me out. They're all insane. Hear me out, bro.
전투 응대는 성공적이었다.
어!
나쁘지 않은 움직임이었어.
The ominous bell!
이제
The ominous bell!
집안일로 돌아가지.
It's tolling! Oh god! It's real! It's real! The ominous bell is tolling. Oh my god. Holy shit. Bing chilling. Fuck. It's real! It's real! It's real! It's real! The bell tolling is real! The ominous... Do you hear that ominous bell tolling? Oh god. That's so fucking funny. Oh, that's fucked up. Oh, it's real. Oh my god, the Chinese heaven bell is real. Oh, crazy. Tat, remember that one time I did that let's call it a conference call thing, and I was telling you about it, and I was talking about how it was for a Chinese company, and you just instantly went Bing chilling when I was at my lowest at that moment. Hilarious. Bing chilling. The ominous bell. The ominous bell, it's tolling. That Chinese boy's not gonna survive the ominous bell tolling. Oh! It's ringing! Chinese heaven is calling. Bing chilling. What's that ominous metallic noise?
타종의 소리인가 보. 하지만 보통의
Does anyone else hear that ominous bell?
아니구려.
Does anyone else hear that ominous bell? The tolling of bells. Bells with a resonance unlike any of the other, normally marked by their clarity.
무언가 탁하고 불길한.
This bell is muddled, as if it tolls for ill fortune on the horizon.
이 소리를 들으니까
Did they put this in
고양이와
because of
이게
the
더욱
ominous
실감나네요.
bell joke, or did that come beforehand? I genuinely don't remember. I just remember the Project Sekai. Do you hear the ominous bell tolling shit? And then it just spiraled from there. I cannot remember if this was like a joke beforehand or not. Because if not, this is way too good. Wow, that bell sure is a resonating reminder that I'm home again.
이 종소리는
Welcome to Chinese
일정
heaven.
시기가 되면 반드시 들려오는 소리랍니다. 홍원의 어디에 있던 간에요.
They can't keep putting the word toll in there. I can't do it. I think Red Chamber had the bell in the literature. I don't count that because who the fuck has read that? I'm be honest with you guys. Who's read it? It's the bell that tolls every once in a while. You can hear its resonance from anywhere in Hongyuan.
제적일이네요.
It's restructuring day. I can't read Chinese. I don't know what that means.
제적일이라는 건
Huh? But the restructuring day already... She trails off, unable to finish her sentence as a brutal scene unfolds behind us. Is everything gonna move? Yup. Welcome to the Infinity Castle, bitch. We're in Demon Slayer now. Whoa, are you guys seeing this?
건물들이
The buildings are all
사각각으로 움직이고
starting to
있어요.
shift. It was as Ishmael said. The buildings, all tethered to a complicated network of rails, were either rising from or sinking into the earth. Lobotomy Corp!
이 근방에 있는 모든 건물에
Lobotomy Corp!
남겨진 것은 없군.
Movement has been observed from every building in the vicinity. Everything is
어젯밤에
changing.
작달막한 소란이
So true, Marisol.
있으나
Thank you.
이 정도의 규모는
Big boobs,
아니었네요.
Marisol. The location shifting of structures we had observed yesterday were not as sweeping as this.
밤중에 보셨던 건 제적일의 전조 현상이었을 거예요.
What you saw last night must have been a premonition of the
알맞은
restructuring day,
위치로 조금
nudging
이동했을
some buildings to
뿐이거든요.
their positions for a smoother overall redistribution of space.
제대로 된 시작은 지금부터일 테죠.
Now this is the real deal.
그게 전조 현상이었다고요?
Huh. So that whole mess was just a premonition?
지금의 홍원보다도 훨씬 전에
It's a remnant of an old H Corp that was here long before the current Hongyuan. This structure has been here for a while, so we can't quite know the nature of its purpose, of its singularity. But at this moment, they shift based on current H Corp's reconstructing standards.
모든 것은 하루아침에 이루어지는 소리. 최선을 다해서 노력했다면
Wait, this is fire?
살만하지 않겠는가?
Toiling, you say?
발붙일 자리가
Double bubble,
생겼다는
toil
건
and trouble?
만약 그게 아닌 자가 있다면 어쩔 수 있겠나?
It sounds like Gregor just like singing.
그저
Chinese radio be like,
운명을
no, that's fine and all. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese.
그 다음 달을 기다리면서 이 몸뚱이 하나
This is long.
건설할 방법을
Wait the coming month.
공유해야지.
Ponder how one might save their skin. Oh,
오늘은 몇 명이 떨어지고 몇
오,
명이
오.
버텨내려나.
foreshadowing? Foreshadowing, you say? A prophecy?
부디 모든 걸 너무 꽉 움켜쥐고 있지. 놓아야 할 때를 모르고 떠나야 할 때를 모른 척하게 돼.
제조립의 말로는
Interesting. Oh, people are falling from the sky. The consequence of reassembly for the evicted is an endless plummet.
보고만 있기에는 괴로운
What a
광경이구려.
terribly distressing sight to behold. Unable to do aught but help. Or to help, not but help. To help, yeah, totally. Is this another one of H Corp's idiosyncrasies?
다른 등지에도 부의 척도를 재는
Hmm,
특출난
I
가치가
don't know.
존재하지
Didn't know
않던가요?
their nests also have their own measures of one's well.
T사가 시간을 재화로 썼던 것처럼 말이야.
As T-Corp makes use of time as currency.
맞아요. 이곳 홍어는 그 척도와 재화가 공간의
Exactly.
소유 규모인
Each corp's
단위라는
measure of
단위로
wealth and currency is
결정된답니다.
based on how much space a person owns, measured by a scale they call rooms.
소유한 건물의 면적이 곧 재산의 척도라는 말이구려.
IDS? I don't know what that means. The measure of one's space is the measure of one's wealth.
네. 그래서 한 달에
Exactly.
한 번
So, once every month, the worth of each
노동의
person's
가치와
labor and the
소득의 양에
quantity of their income are
각자가
measured to
가지고 있는
determine how much
공간의
space they are
면적이
assigned.
정해집니다.
잘 살고 있다가 갑자기 내 집에서 밀려난다는 거야?
So they can just kick me out of my home for no reason?
아니 뭔 그땐 되게 멍청한 규칙이다.
Just what kind of ridiculous rule is that?
이곳에서 한 번도 나고 자란 적 없는 저희야 그렇게 느끼겠지만
Well, it might appear that way to outsiders like us, but
오래전부터 존재했던 홍원의
the calculations
규칙입니다.
behind these redistributions are meticulously designed and have been here for a long
이곳에
time.
사는 사람들은
So it seems to me that
모두
everyone just
자연스럽게
accepts them as a
받아들이는 것
natural part of their
같더라고요.
lives.
그럼 홍루 씨도 직접 보신 적이 있으세요?
Have you seen this happen in person too, Honglu?
이
This
제적이라는 것이
restructuring day?
보았죠. 제 방에
I
있는
have.
난간에서
Sometimes I'd watch the cityscape from behind the railings of my room.
아주 멀긴 했지만
It happened
분명히
far,
보이곤
far away
했어요.
from me, but I could see it all very well. His expression remains tranquil and still as he calmly reminisces. When isn't he tranquil and still? It was like then, when he was merely watching the featureless scenery passing by.
제가 살았던 대관원은 제적 일에
Dag-
별 관심이
Dagwon
없었어요.
Yuan?
그곳은 방이
Dagwon
늘어날지언정
Yuan, my old home, was never too concerned about the restructuring days. We'd get more rooms some days, but we'd never ever shrink.
그래서 저는 바라만 볼 뿐이었죠.
So I've never been affected by these
제가
restructuring
머물던
days.
방에서.
I only ever witnessed them as they happened beneath me, high up in my room.
너는 그래
Ooh, rich boys.
너라고 뭐 할 수 있는 일은 없었겠지.
Heathcliff, you own a mansion now? I don't think you get to talk. You're fine. I doubt there was anything you could have done, but
이런 꼴을 보고도 그냥
you just sit on your hands and watch all this shit. What do you honestly expect him to do, Heathcliff? What, go down there and be like, no, stop it? Like, what? Heathcliff trailed off, but I could see that he was gritting his teeth.
가만대가 더 도착한다고 합니다.
Another palanquine's coming.
당신들을 태울 가마가 온 것 같네요.
And there's your ride.
이야기는
I think we've
그만하고
chatted enough, so let's get you guys going.
이게 가마요?
This is a palanquine?
네. 그래도
Yep,
여럿이서 타도
looks like they set us a palanquine large
큰
enough to
가마를
comfortably
보내주셨네요.
seat a crowd of people together.
가복 도련님이야. 귀빈 12분.
Young Master Jia Baoyu and his 12 honored guests, is that correct?
13인데요?
It's 13, to be exact. But I thought Sode wasn't invited.
잠깐. 이 소인이 듣기로는
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
도련님의
Hold your horses.
세력은
I was told that young Master
한
Baoyu's
12
faction was just 12
했는데요.
people. Upon hearing that, Sode began aggressively striding towards him, causing the palanquine bearer to shrink in fear.
왜 이렇게 무섭게
Whoa, slow down, lady.
12 맞는데요?
We are 12 people. What's wrong?
설마 당신 눈에는 이게 멀쩡한
I mean,
새가
don't tell me
인원으로
this
보이시나요?
thing looks like a normal contributing member of a clan to you. Suddenly, Sode grabbed my shoulders and presented me before the bearer like I was some product.
이 홍원에서는 흔한 머리는 아니지.
I mean, that's a pretty unique head this one's got here. Don't think I've seen anything like it around here in Hongyuan. But isn't that just a prosthetic in the shape of a clock, I guess? But still.
생각을 좀 해보세요. 당신이라면
I mean, let me
아무리
ask you
돈 없는
something.
내장한
Can't you imagine why
인생이라도
anyone in their right mind would stick a
실을
clock where their
머리로
heads go?
붙이시겠어요?
Even if they were hurting for cash?
에이, 말이 되나요?
No way, man. Never.
재주를 부릴 수 있는 생체 시술이
There are way more versatile biomodifications available here in Hongyuan that, whatever that hack job is, nobody in their right mind would do.
제 말이요.
Exactly
대체 무슨
right.
사연인지는
No idea what went
모르겠고
down, but this fellow here sure seems to have fallen on hard times.
세상엔 우리가
Too bad we live in a world where such
딱딱한
misfortune
소리가
can be
많은
fallen
거죠.
on a soul like them.
아이고, 이거 사기구만.
What the fuck is happening right now? So, what are you doing?
몰라도 아주 단단히 당했어.
Was like Dante not included in the whole Palanquin thing? I don't know what the fuck's happening. Hilarious. Dante is gonna get put in the cargo hold. Boy, oh boy. Looks like this one's got scammed. Nasty scam too. Whatever backstreet they got that from. Must have been a real scoundrel who did it.
더군다나 시간도 안 맞고 제대로 된
And
의식도
look, even the
없어요.
clock isn't on
이거
time.
봐요.
And this poor person is
입이
barely
없어서 째까리는
conscious.
소리 내는 것밖에
Look, all they
할
can do is
수밖에
make those weird
없다니까요.
ticking noises because they don't even have a mouth. Those were some pretty darn hurtful things to say, but I decided not to take that at face value. It was pretty obvious what she was trying to do. Somebody tell Sode. I'm getting dizzy.
아이고, 정말이네. 누가 이런
Good grief, you weren't kidding. Who could have done something so awful?
다행히도 우리
Oh my god, this is long.
보호 도련님이 다른
It's a real
기지에서
blessing that young
시계상을
Master
팔고
Bao's
있던
got such a
걸
kind-hearted
차마
soul.
못 보겠다 싶어서
He simply
구한
could not walk
거예요.
past the timepiece emporium selling this
포항에선
human
다른
being
머리를
like they're some
교체하는
toy or
것쯤
tool.
일도 아닐
So he
거잖아요.
picked them up to get their head replaced with something proper. Hung Yuan's got more than enough resources for something like that, right?
아, 그야 그렇지요. 돈만
Interesting.
넉넉히 있다면
Oh, well, you're not wrong there. It's really easy to swap out your whole body as long as you got the cash to burn. What? A new head? For me?
그렇죠? 그래서 보호
Right?
도련님의
See what I mean?
저 포함
So that's why
12인
they told you
거예요.
the young Master Bao only has 12 people in his faction, including yours truly.
그래 보입니다. 하지만 저희도
Well, I see your point, but we can't just...
곤란하시다는 건 우리
Let all of
도련님도
us
아주
aboard,
잘 알고
yes.
계시죠.
Our young master fully understands the moral conundrum you find
이렇게
yourself in.
작은
So we'd like to offer you this
선물을
tiny token of appreciation. Sode produced some bills from her pocket and smoothly slid them into the palanquin bearer's own.
에헤이. 이러시면 안 되는데.
Giant inhale. Oh man, oh lady, you really shouldn't do this. I really shouldn't.
그리고 아시죠? 이런저런
Oh,
이야기가
and another
쌓여나가면
thing. I'm sure I don't need you to tell you this, but if a word of this gets out, things might get pretty messy for both of us. And that doesn't have to happen, does it? Indubitably, ma'am. Sure, I'm doing this purely out of the goodness of my heart, after all. What's a free ride for the downtrodden, eh?
안 된다는 놈이 왜 돈은 자연스럽게 주머니에 넣고
Seems to me the blokes do this purely out of interest for the fatness of his wallet. To be fair, I'd also do that. I'd also accept bribe. Goated. Alright. Stop gossiping over there and get on board. Wait, are we leaving Pilot alone here? Oh, so is Sode coming with us? Epic. Pilot seemed to have noticed me staring in his direction. He stopped fidgeting with the radio and waved at us.
아, 저는 여기서 처리할 것이 남았습니다.
Don't you worry about me. Have a safe trip over there. I've got some stuff to handle on the outside. We're gonna be fucked. Oh god, they left Pilot in charge. We're screwed. This design is more akin to an extravagant limousine than a palanquin.
이 샴페인 마셔도 되는 거야?
Oh look, a bottle of champagne. Can I chug this?
무슨 작전 중
Of course not. Drinking while on a mission is.
자,
Okay. With a quick clap, Sode promptly put an end to the hubbub the unexpectedly flashy appearance of the palanquin caused. Her demeanor had shifted entirely into that of a calm and collected strategist, a far cry from the person who was just chatting up a storm with the bearer just a minute ago.
일 얘기하죠. 일 얘기.
Time to get to work, everyone. Epic. The ominous bell continues to toll. Yo. Damn. It is just a big old limousine. Oh! I can see it. Chinese heaven. It's waiting for me. Something about the word Chinese heaven is just real funny.
라만 차렌들을 뒤엎는다.
Oh! Bro's dead.
그리고 그 후엔
Then you'll...
잠깐,
Wait.
밖이 소란스럽군.
Something's going on outside. Not long after Sode paused over Otis's remark, a grating speaker whine rang out, followed by the worried voice of the bearer on the other end. Walpurgis! Welcome to Walpurgis!
습격이요.
We're under attack!
평탄하다 했더니
I thought things were going a
아무래도
little too
여러분을
easy.
방해하고 싶은
It's no surprise that
후보가
other candidates are trying to
여러
eliminate us just in case. How many family members does Honglu have? God! Dear God! You get it twisted?
할 말은 없네요.
Get it twisted?
수 있다. 힘을 냈으면
Get absolutely bodied? Get your dick twisted?
벌어지진 않을 거잖아요.
I really have been watching too much Northern Lion. Honglu JFK mirror ID. Maybe if he was riding in a convertible, but it looks like a limousine, so I think he's safe for now. We're gonna have to put Honglu in the Pope mobile.
잘
대체가
들어봤네요.
약화되는 것 같습니다.
Chicago
의미
Pope.
있는 성과는 아니지만요.
전투응대.
I feel like before long we'll have like so many IDs that have like a special sort of I want to say like consumable, like the Blood Fiends do, that it'll just start going all the way across the screen. Because that would just be hilarious. Whatever cool new Honglu ID comes out of this season is gonna become my new Honglu ID. My new main Honglu ID.
할 말이라도
Ting Tang will
있으시다면
finally be put aside.
드릴게요.
But goddamn, I sure do love that mutilate.
꿈을 꾸러 가도
I love the mutilate skill, it's so good.
잠시
I got this big old stick with me, and I'm kind of like smacking it against the windows, or not the windows, the glass of my shelves above my computer. And it reminds me how like before alarm clocks, they had people who would like go to people's houses and knock on their windows to wake them up. But who woke those people up? Who woke up the window knockers? That's my question. Do they just know? They just know when to wake up? It's kind of crazy how your body at some point will just know when to wake you up.
민감을 준비하고.
Like,
사실은 그렇게
it just kind of
대단한
gets
일도
into a
아니에요.
routine and it'll know. You can wake up without even an alarm
혹시
clock.
칭찬을 받았다면
Kind of crazy.
마이코트를 부르는
They hired other window knockers, but then who woke them up? It's just an endless circle. Ouroboros. A never-ending cycle. Infinite loop hell of knocking on windows and then going to sleep. Sometimes I think about like old but not super old, kind of like medieval. And like more like Edwardian and Victorian era, like Europe. And I just think about how the fuck did they survive? You know?
그 누구도 이곳을
Especially in like the
수 없어요.
UK. They were just like pouring
마찬가지겠죠.
their shit into the street.
꿈을 꾸러 가도.
Like goddamn.
꿈을 꾸러 가도.
No wonder the king ruled over all of you. You guys were fucking gross.
너무 쉽군요.
Shit was wild. Literally. The plague could have been avoided if people just started taking baths. It's insane. It's insane how the plague is still around, but it can just be treated with antibiotics. Like the thing that killed a third of Europe is just defeatable by like some penicillin, you know? Wild. Wild to me.
라만 차렌들을 뒤엎는다.
Oh yeah.
딱히 할 말은 없네요.
I mean, imagine if you were just chilling, dying of the plague, back in
되게 그런 말을
the old times, and a time traveler just comes by and gives you this fucking bright pink bottle of Pepto-Bismol. I don't know if Pepto-Bismol does anything against the plague. I don't fucking know. But imagine just chugging that and, you know, you're cured by the magical time wizard's elixir.
할 말이라도 있으시다면
Like, they'd be making religion out of that shit.
적을 제압할 기회네요.
겁나.
어차피 또
내게
탈출하겠지만
It doesn't show how bad the plague is, but just shows how great medicine is. I was thinking more of the plague is just weak. My god.
잘 들어갔네요. 크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만
I don't know. I don't know much about medicines and sicknesses. That's not my area of expertise. My area of expertise is hedgehogs. Specifically Sonic-related ones. I don't know anything about real ones. I just know they're spiky. Spiky. I fully believe if you brought a bottle of like Pepto-Bismol back in time and you kind of like gave it to someone, they absolutely would form a religion around that thing. You know, something would start happening. The wizard's potion. I'm surprised they didn't consider doctors wizards already. I think a modern doctor would definitely be considered a wizard. Where they would hang you as a witch. See, it's all fun and games until, like, they try to hang me and I'm just drinking the Pepto-Bismol and magically it's starting to revive me again. All fun and games. All fun and games till then.
적을 제압할 기회네요. 어차피 또
Lamau.
이 전투 명예 따위를 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
너무 쉽군요.
I think if I went back in time and they tried to hang me, I'd like let them, but right before I die, I would time travel back and like create an infinite loop where they will try and hang me, but they just never can, and I just keep coming back. So like they'd almost get me, then I'd time travel like a few days forward and be like, hey guys, guess who's back? And just terrorize them for a while. Specifically 3 days like Jesus.
이 전투 명예 따위를 기대하고 있는 건 아니겠지.
Local time traveler terrorizing a small village of people. Keep coming back, William Afton course. Shit, you're right. I should have used that analogy instead of Jesus. If there's one person who always comes back, it's not Jesus H. Christ of Nazareth. No, no. It's William Afton. William Afton. Of Springtrap fame. Of FNAF fame.
혹시 칭찬을 받았다면 엔젤라님이나 마이코트를 부르는 편이 나을
He always
거예요.
comes back.
제가 아니라요.
Oh, I'd give that little small English town so much PTSD. Every time they hear that ominous bell toll, they know, oh god, that fucker is back. I just stroll into town. Hey, bitches. Guess who's back from the dead again? What's the route this time? What's the idea? They'd try like burning me and crushing me, but every time I just time travel away and I'm gone. And I, you know, I'm free. I mean, would that exactly work?
사실은 그렇게 대단한
If you
일도
time travel
아니에요.
instead of like
혹시
teleport?
칭찬을 받았다면
Did you read their passives? Oh, I didn't.
마이코트를
Oopsies.
부르는 편이 나았을 거예요.
This guy's probably gonna die anyways. Loser. Like, if you time traveled, you'd be in the same spot, but at a different point in time. So most likely what killed you would be gone. So you'd probably be fine. Like, if someone was gonna crush you with a boulder, then you time traveled into, like, you know, 2 days in the future, the boulder would probably be kind of gone by then. You're just kind of laying there still. Be able to read them on the node choosing screen. Oh no. It's so funny. Oh fuck, Chinese heaven. We're here, baby. Just like Knuckles. The echidna. Whoa! Now I see why people got lost. Despite some troubles on the way, it seemed that we managed to arrive at our destination mostly unhurt. Maybe Dante's feelings are a little hurt, but that's about it. Da Guanyuan, Honglu's old home.
어이쿠, 시간이 얼마 남지 않았네요.
Oof. We're running out of time.
파우스트 씨. 제
Tommy
작전의
Tallarico!
핵심을 이해하셨겠죠?
Sorry, I saw the oof and just felt rage build up in my veins for Tommy Tallarico of Tommy Tallarico Studios. Faust, I'm sure you understand the most important part of my plan, right?
그리 보기 좋은 광경은 아닐
It
거야.
is unlikely to be a pleasant sight to behold. Hong Lu's gonna distort! Hong Lu's gonna distort! Distort, 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 distort,
그들이
distort.
여러분을 죽이려 들어도
Talk to Carmen, you want to.
당하지 않고 기다리는 것이 있답니다.
Remember, the plan hinges on your patience, everyone. You have to remain calm and wait, even if they freak out and actively try to kill you.
질에 겁을 먹고 처리하라는 명이 떨어질
There's a
수도
chance that they
있겠죠.
might panic and immediately
하지만
order for the sinners to be
공원을
executed
가지고
on the
심사하는
spot.
자의 탐욕이
However,
그
it is
정도는
unlikely
아닐
that the
거라
person whose
생각합니다.
responsibility is to judge the next family hierarch of Hongyuan will make such a hasty response.
그렇죠. 상대의 그릇이
Exactly.
크기만 하다면요.
Everything's gonna be fine as long as the decider has the capacity for patience.
죽여? 뭔
Huh?
일이야?
Execution?
그럼 다음
Great.
연락은
I'll follow up with subsequent
일차적인
contact once you've safely
무사히
completed the first
마침을
round of the evaluation. After that cryptic exchange with Faust, Sode leaped gracefully off the moving palanquin as Heathcliff murmured in his half sleep. We watched her grow smaller and smaller as the distance between us grew. But what really caught our eyes was the scattered humans that the reconstructing day had evicted from their homes. They were trying to drag their broken bodies off the road, sobbing and writhing. Oh, that's sad. You really forget how fucked up the city is. This is horrible. There isn't anything we can do to help, but
그런 무력한 감각은 업무
such
효율에
sense of
영향을
futility
미치지.
and powerlessness will negatively impact the efficient performance of your professional obligations.
차라리
Repeated exposure to similar
반복하여
stimuli is
경험을
recommended to
추천하고 싶어.
desensitize oneself to the sensation. Did I even make sense reading that sentence?
홍루 씨는 집에 돌아가시는
So
소감이
Hong-Lu,
어때요?
how do you feel about going back home after so long? Sinclair changed the subject.
글쎄요.
I don't know. For
말을
some reason, that
해보냐?
scenario reminded me of this one Limbus fan fiction where, like, Raja and a few other sinners were just consistently committing insurance fraud by getting hit by cars and, like, dying and shit. Don't even need to ask him, lad. I know it can't be easy.
나는 중간에 그냥 다시 돌아갈
As for
것이라고
me,
수백
blimey.
번 했다고.
I hesitated almost 1,000 times, wondering if I should just turn around and leave.
만약에 문을 두들겼는데
What if I knocked on those gates? But
그래야 나를
Heathcliff came to a suffocating stop, his voice trembling lightly as he did so. The other sinners stared at him in confused silence. Right, they don't remember Kathy.
뭔데요? 말을 왜 하다가 마는
What? What is it? Why'd you stop in the middle of a... Oh no! Gas harpoon's here! Oh fuck! Oh god! Ishmael, I don't care if you like women, you gotta kill that fucking whale. Oh man. They're gonna send Q-Keg after me. And fucked up. Wow, look at these cool windows. I think we could swap them out with other images. What?
아휴,
Kill that whale. We gotta kill that fucking whale. My life's mission. Kill that whale. I don't care if you're Chinese, kill that whale. I quickly tried to swerve from the subject again, but all I got was Ishmael's scolding glare that seemed to wordlessly tell me not the time. Can you change it to an image of that fucking whale? Dante?
각자의 희노애락이 있었던
I remember what
도시를
happened
봤을
each
때
time one of us returned to the part of the city that held
모두
our memories.
버스에서 각자의 풍경을
Memories of
보고
happiness,
있었으니까요.
anger, sorrow, and joy. As we travel, I remember that they were all looking at scenarios only they could see.
로자 씨는 계속 어설프게 농담을 하시려고
Oh my god,
했고,
he's psychoanalyzing them! Oh! Raja, you awkwardly tried your best to crack
싱클레어
jokes.
씨는
Sinclair, you tried your best to hold back the welling tears, again and again, and again, and again, and again.
그리고 이상 씨는
Yisang, you shut your eyes for a long, long time.
이스마일 씨는 호수를
Ishmael, you
내려다보면서
couldn't kill that
계속
fucking
혼잣말을
whale.
하셨고,
Ishmael, you couldn't stop talking to yourself while glaring down at the lake's surface.
히스클리프 씨는
Heathcliff,
잔뜩 겁을
I saw you
먹어서
scared and
머리를
anxious,
수없이
shaking your hair over
밀어주셨어요.
and over again. You've really been watching us closely, huh?
우리가
봄 가버리면 꽃잎 모두 흩어지고
Why didn't he mention Gregor?
자기만의 문 찾아 제각각 돌아가리.
Did he not mention Gregor? That's interesting. That's real interesting. That's real interesting. Maybe that's like a hint that Gregor's canto wasn't really his story, you know? You know? Gregor is gonna be a lot more important later in the game. I feel that shit in my bones, baby. Maybe Gregor will finally kill that whale. Who knows? Spring leaves, petals scatter, and all shall turn around to find the doors to which they belong and return forevermore.
저는 말이죠. 다들 각자마다 모아둔 꽃잎들이 있다고 생각해요.
Interesting to say such a thing and not mention Gregor. I think everyone has a small amount of petals they gathered for themselves.
나 없는데?
Oh, he also didn't mention Dawn. That's also kind of weird. He didn't mention Dawn. Huh, okay, that's kind of strange. Okay, maybe it doesn't have that much significance. I thought he only just didn't mention Gregor at first. But he didn't mention Dawn's either. What? I don't. Why would anyone collect something like that?
그러면 아직 버리지 않고 있는
Then you simply
것뿐이죠.
haven't discarded them yet. There was still a transparent smile on his face, but I think I saw a burying, sinking shadow behind it. Shadow! The hedgehog! Oh! I'm all of me. Chinese heaven. The moment I felt that, a familiar light came into view, and I immediately understood what was going on. The golden bow is close, and it's resonating with Honglu's fathoms.
꽃잎 묻는 나를 보고 남들은 비웃네. 나 죽고 난 후 묻어줄 사람 누구일까? 봄은 가고 어여쁜 얼굴도 늙어가면
He's just a little guy.
꽃은 지고 사람도 가니 서로 알 길 없구나.
배우기는 왜 항상 이해하기 어려운 시만 읊어?
Oh, look at him over there. Why do you always recite these strange, complicated poems, Dayu?
늙지 않을 방법 같은 건 널렸지 않았어?
There are plenty ways to remain young, aren't there? Who's this, his sister?
머리카락이 희게 새지 않아도 봄은 지나가니까.
Dayu? Question mark? It looks like it would be his sister. Because we needn't see the snow in our hair to know that spring will pass.
꽃잎들은 왜 네가 손수 치우고 있는
Why are
거야?
you cleaning up those fallen petals?
물에 띄어보내면 되잖아.
Just float them away downstream. Don't get dirt on your hands.
아까운 말 하지 마라, 오라버니.
And be so wasteful?
잎들을 다 쓸어버리면
How will we hear the sound of falling rain once we sweep all the petals away?
이건 추억이야. 비 오는 날의 추억.
This is a remembrance. Remembrance of a rainy day.
버리지 않을
So I'm gonna
거야.
treasure it.
그리고 흘러내려가 버리게 되면
Besides,
더럽히게
these
되잖아.
beautiful blossoms will get so dirty in the stream if we let them float away.
부욱 오라버니도 부디 품에 있던
Oh, it's a little
잎을
sister.
전부 흩어놓지는 마.
So please, don't scatter all the petals from your embrace, big bro Baoyu. Honglu. Is there anyone you miss here at Daguanyuan?
네, 없네요.
No, there isn't.
어떻게 그럴 수가 있어요?
But how is that possible? Isn't your family there and a
여러
bunch of
소중한
other
사람들을
people who are so important to you?
글쎄요. 잘 지내고 있다 믿고
Well, as long
있는다면
as I believe them to be doing well,
구태여 그리운 마음을 가질
there isn't any
여유는
need for me to yearn to see them
없으니까요.
again. Interesting. Interesting response. Do you still treasure your petals?
아니요. 출가하면서 전부 흩뿌리고
No.
왔답니다.
I scattered them the day I departed my home.
그래서 이젠 비 오는 날에는
So my rainy days are now silent.
아무 소리
I see. He's really reached the like peak of just like Taoist cultivation. He is free, truly. He's an enlightened being.
보신 거죠? 단테님.
You saw that, didn't you, Dante?
제 기억을.
You saw my memory. I did. Honglu laughed. He wasn't surprised or angry that I peered into his memories.
홍루 씨의 부모님은 어떤
Do you
분이세요?
want to tell us about your
아니면
parents, or,
종종 언급하셨던
yeah, you talked about your grandmother pretty often, right?
분이라던가.
What kind of people are they? Sinclair added carefully. Maybe he was trying to commiserate. Tenuous as that connection might have been, we were headed to his home to meet his family anyway.
두 분 다 이치에 밝으셔요.
They are both very wise in the ways of the world.
할머니는 항상 저를 아껴주셨고요.
Grandmother always treated me preciously.
어머니도 아버지도
So did my mother and my
저를
father.
아껴주셨죠.
Which means they probably only tried to kill him like once or twice.
아, 거의 다 도착했나
Ah,
봐요.
we're almost there.
정원이
I can see the garden.
좋네요.
Holy shit, it's the Red Chamber. It's real. This is one massive garden.
본가 안으로 들어가려면
We still have some
아직
time before
조금
we get to the main
남았어요.
buildings.
옛날엔 정원에서
I remember the days when
사슴이나
Deer and
토끼들도
Harris would frolic
뛰놀았거든요.
out here through the garden.
이거 산책하려면 하루 종일도 걸을 수 있겠는데요.
Well, I can see myself taking a long walk around here. Take a whole day and then some to cover the entire ground.
주로 저는 제가 살던 방 주위에서만 다녔어요.
I usually
여러모로
lingered only
위험하니까요.
around my own room. It's dangerous to stray too far after all. It's dangerous? Why?
잘못된 길을 걷다가는 예상치 못한 사람도 만날 수 있고
There's
표적이
the
될 수도
stranger
있고요.
danger, getting lost,
밤에는
getting
앞이 보이지 않을
targeted.
수도 있잖아요.
Besides, it's very dark at night.
그냥 마당에서
Now, that ain't a very big deal, is it? Kids run around, scrape their faces on the branches, trip and eat shit on the pavement all the time.
히스클리프 씨라면 자유롭게
I'm sure you would have run
달리셨을 것
freely around the
같아요.
garden, Heathcliff. But
그래도
it's important to
항상
always be
조심하는-
careful.
제가 5살 때는
When I was
나뭇가지에
5,
누가
someone had
치명적인
lathered a
물을
deadly poison on a
발라놨어요.
random tree branch.
도그.
Poison?
히스클리프 씨처럼 뛰노는 걸
I had a little brother who
좋아하는
liked to frolic
있었는데
like you do, Heathcliff.
우연인지 딱 그
But by some
주위에
coincidence,
나뭇가지에
he happened to be running around the same
독이
tree that had
묻었던
its
거죠.
branches lathered with poison.
어떻게 되었는가?
What hath transpired afterwards?
괜찮아졌을 거예요.
I'm sure he got better.
스빈이 백밤만 자고 나면
Jiren told me that he'll be just
괜찮아질
fine
거라고
after 100
했거든요.
nights rest.
스빈은 언제나 똑똑했으니까
And because Jiren was
그렇게
always so
되었을 거예요.
smart, I'm sure it happened exactly as she said. How many siblings does this guy have? His poor mother. Do they all have the same parents? His poor mother. Holy shit. That was Tevin. This is so pretty. I love the way they do the maps. Ooh, I can scroll. I can scroll real far down. That's crazy. The limousine? I guess this just goes up real high. Epic? Epic?
대화청 입성이요.
Enter in the Da Hua Ting now. Woohoo! It wasn't long before our arrival to the new place within Daguan was made known by the Palanquin's bearer's sonorous announcement.
뭐가 이렇게 많아? 대화청은 또 뭐야?
More buildings? What does Da Hua Ting mean anyway?
쉽게 말하면
Grand Flower
연애를 하는
Hall.
방이라고 할까요?
So I think you could call it a place for banquets.
그런 용도치곤 여긴 하나의
Huh.
마을 같은 건.
So you host banquets in this village-sized venue?
저기 보이는 건
Is that a lake
호수인가요?
over there?
아, 그건 연못이랍니다.
Nope, it's a pond.
연못.
A pond? Damn.
도착하면 저랑
These damn
시청을
rich
환영하는
kids.
자리가 마련되어 있을 거예요.
Once we arrive, we will find ourselves a welcoming party for Sichin and me.
로자 씨도 오랜만에 정말 배부르게 드실 수
Raja, you should be able
있겠네요.
to stuff yourself to your heart's content this time. It's been a while, hasn't it?
도착하기 전부터 이렇게 설렌 적은 처음인 것
I don't think I've been this excited in a long time.
저건 배인가요?
Whoa,
배를
is that a ship
정박해둔 거예요?
over there? You have a ship? Do you have that fucking whale?
아, 네. 가끔 뱃놀이를 나가기도 했거든요.
Yep, we'd sometimes go out boating.
아, 그리고
How many people died doing that, huh?
연못처럼
Huh?
시춘이
Huh?
지는
Look-
건물도 있답니다.
How many people died? Tell me. Oh, and Zichen's building is right across that pond. You each get a building of your own?
네. 그래서 처음 홍원을
Huh?
떠났을 때 다른 곳에서는 한 건물에 온 가족이 함께 지낸다는 게 신기했답니다.
Yes, we do. So when I first departed from Hongyuan, I found the concept of an entire family living under the same roof so fascinating.
이래서는 가족끼리 얼굴 한번 보기도
Alas,
힘들겠네만.
it would be quite the challenge for thy family to see one another.
그러기 위해서 따로 쓰는 걸요?
And that's exactly why we each get a building.
이거
Are
대화가
we
제대로
even
이어지는
talking about
거
the same
맞아요?
thing here?
이럴 거면 vacation을 처음부터
Vacation?
홍록을 그리 하였어.
Lack for woe, we could have merely enjoyed our vacations at young Honglu's residence all along.
그건 곤란해.
Oh, vacaciones. That's what she said.
출가할 때 할머니와 어르신들께서
You mind if a white boy speak a little bit of Espanol? Yes, she did. She did say vacaciones. Okay. I wouldn't have worked with Don Quixote. When I left home, grandmother and the elders really impressed upon me that
때가 되면 자연스럽게
the
발걸음은
footsteps shall
돌아올
eventually
것이니
bring you home when the time is
그전까지는
right. Thus,
많은 것을
witness and only witness
그저 보고
as much of
있어.
the world as you may before you make your return.
언제 오려나 했는데
I was wondering when that would be.
흘러
But time really slipped through our fingers, and just like that, it brought me here. Most sinners did not welcome their turn. Some of them were even terrified of it. Sometimes they had to confront what they've been avoiding all their lives. And for some reason, important things that were once forgotten or lost were waiting for their return. But their reluctance is not really that surprising at all. I don't think I'd welcome an opportunity to get my memories back with open arms if it was thrust upon me out of nowhere, especially if I was getting dragged there against my will. But despite the fact that it couldn't have been more obvious that his turn had arrived, Honglu was as tranquil as he always was. He's always been able to remain aloof no matter what happens. Maybe it won't be different this time either. But even so, can I judge that so hastily? Young Master Baoyu of the Jia family has returned. Again, with the palanquin bearer's deep, full-throated pronouncement of our arrival, the door opened.
자, 필요하실 텐데 어서
Here we
들어오세요.
are. You all must be so tired. Come in, come in. Leaving behind the sinners, who were still reeling from the astronomical levels of opulence at display, Honglu bounced lightly off the palanquin and moseyed into the building.
그건 설렘도
Quite the
떨림도
light-footed
없는
steps he take,
차분한 걸음걸이구나.
unhindered by excitement nor trepidation.
그러게.
Right?
좋은 집에만 살아서
Rich boy's got nothing to fear because he's used to this kind of poshness.
이거 아니겠냐?
That's all this is.
그래도 홍록군의 마음 한 구석에는
Verily, this may be a subtle expression of that teensy part of him that longs to see his family again. Once we all left the palanquin,
모든 것이 상당히
I find myself beset by overwhelming vastitudes and objects of great magnitude. To translate what Yisang just said, holy shit, it's rich as fuck in here.
하인들도 대체
Just
몇
how many
명이에요?
servants do they have?
아, 술시가 되면 할머니가 방문하신다네요.
Grandmother will visit us once the shoe hour arrives.
연애는
Interesting.
그때
I don't know what hour
시작될
that is, but I trust you. The banquet will start then, I think. Is shoe hour?
수시는 19시부터 21시
First of the
사이를
time between
의미합니다.
1900 and
동부의
21
특정
o'clock.
지역에서 간혹
This is
사용되는
a unique time
고유
system
시간
used in
체계죠.
certain regions of the East. Interesting. So that's between 7 o'clock and 9, I believe.
추가로 홍루
In
씨의
addition,
조모인 가문은 이 대관원의
It would be best
가족입니다.
to remember that Honglu's
홍원의
grandmother,
수장이라고
Jiamro,
이해하셔도
is the hierarch of
틀리지 않습니다.
Daguanyuan. It would not be an incorrect assessment to see her as the ruler of Hongyuan.
친인척인 날.
Your relative is the head of a wing, I see.
네. 이제 곧 다음
Yes,
후계자에게
though she'll be handing that
가족을
over to the next heir
넘겨주실
pretty
테지만요.
soon.
이제 와서 가주의 자리를 넘기려는 이유가 뭐지?
Why now? What does she seek to achieve by abdicating at this precise time? Otis, as she probably saw an ulterior motive behind every move, inquired.
언제나 때가 올 거라고 하시긴 했어요.
She's been saying that her time would eventually come, that she's carried this responsibility for too long.
갑자기 나타나서 가주 대전에 참가한다고 하면
I bet she'd be pretty shocked to hear that you'll be taking part in the family hierarch war.
글쎄요.
Hmm.
어쩌면
I don't know about that.
감당하실지도 모르겠어요.
Maybe she'll take it well.
구태여 나갈 이유는 없지만
There's never been a reason for me to bother
나가지 않을
participating,
이유도
but
없었으니까요.
there wasn't a reason for me to not either.
저쪽에 시추님과 웨이님이 앉아 계세요.
Hey, there's Zichun and Wei over
다행히
there.
무사히
Looks like they both
도착하신
arrived
모양인데요.
safely. Jia Zichun, who arrived before us, shot us the briefest glance before looking away with exaggerated disinterest.
방금
She loves us so much. She loves her girlfriend, Don Quixote, the wonderful lesbians, and the evil and menacing Honglu. Sijin just turned her back on us.
그 잠깐 사이에 되게 서먹해졌네.
Well, didn't take long for things to become super awkward.
오, 우리도 시춘군의 옆에 가서
Oh,
앉는
we
것이
must
어떨까?
capture this opportunity to seat ourselves adjacent to young Sijin.
틀렸어. 우린 이제 저기로 못 가.
Too late. We're forever banned from getting anywhere near her.
어째서 온 말인가?
Yet we're four.
저희는 이제 가시춘 씨의 세력이
We are no
아닙니다.
longer Jia Sichun's faction. I'm
저그를
sorry, Dawn.
추구하는
You
것이
broke up with your girlfriend. You're
가능하죠.
gonna have to get over it real quick, because she's probably gonna die. Might as well get that out right now while you're waiting. Our hostility is to be expected.
분위기가 바뀌었다.
Things have changed.
이쪽과 저쪽.
Us versus
우리와
them.
우리가
In group versus out group.
전장은
Deception and treachery are natural parts of war.
곳이지.
Holy shit, polyamorous. Not what I'm called. An ally of today may as well become an enemy tomorrow.
친구가 없다는 말을 이렇게 또 돌려서.
And that's a funny way to say I don't have any friends. What did you just...
아, 부모님이 저기 계시네요.
Ah, there are my parents.
갑자기 바로 간다고? 야이씨 이름.
Oh, hold on, we're just walking right up to him? Blimey, at least tell us their names.
아, 아버지 조남은 가시정. 그리고
Ah,
어머니는
Father's name is Zheng of the
왕궁이라고
Jia family.
불리신답니다.
And in Dongguan, they call my mother Lady Wang.
출가 이후
Yo,
처음으로
diva
인사드립니다.
alerts. I greet you for the first time since my departure.
가시보.
I see Honglu got all of his swag from his mother. Baoyu of the Jia family has returned home. And it still does... Have they still not explained why he just goes by Honglu?
벌써 왔느냐?
You're early.
뭐가
Oh,
이게 몇 년
dear
만이니?
Baoyu. It's been too many years.
오랜만에 얼굴을 보니
To see you again after so long,
반갑기가
it's so good to see your
그지없구나.
face.
어떤 말부터
I can't tell if she's like overjoyed or way too eager to just see him dead. Oh, I don't know what I should even say. For that's his dead name, he's trans. Are those still masculine names? You know what? You're right. I'm sorry, Honglu. My bad, yo. I get it. Family gatherings can probably be awkward. The father, Jia Zheng's eyes dart nervously between us and Honglu. Meanwhile, his mother gingerly brings him in for a careful embrace as though she was in the presence of something so utterly, deeply moving. It was more than the pure joy of reunion. So they're Honglu's parents.
극진히 환영해 주시니 감사해요.
Thank you so much for your hospitality. You've certainly spared no expenses.
그런데 같이 온 분들은
So, who are these people you've come here with?
대단한 숫자는 아니지만
Well, there aren't too many of them.
제
They are my friends I
친구들이란다.
made out in the world.
부하라고 소개하던 누구보단 낫네요.
At least he's not introducing us as his lackeys like a certain someone I know.
야 그거.
Oh, that's... Honglu's mother slowly turns around to look at us. I mean, it's a weird thing to say, but somehow, it almost felt like she was looking down at each of us, one by one.
반가워요. 우리 보기가
These fucking rich people, I swear to God, I tell you.
어쩌면
It's always the rich
같이
folks.
다니기에 조금 고생스러웠을 텐데 개의치 않고 부디 잘 보살펴.
I'm so glad to meet you all. Baoyu's always been such a stubborn child. I'm sure he was quite the handful to accompany you on your journeys. Hope you can still embrace him despite every...
무집이요? 홍루 씨가요?
Stubborn? Honglu? Whatever it was she said, they don't seem all too happy to hear that.
보가
Dear Baoyu.
왜 친구분들이 너를 그런
Ooh,
이름으로
ooh,
부르게 된
ooh,
거니?
ooh, 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 ooh.
선인들께서 점치해주신 너의 고귀한 이름을 두고
Why do you allow your friends to call you by that name? What of your noble blessed name bestowed upon you by the Reverend Jianren, our elders?
뭐야? 왜 갑자기?
What? What's going on with her? Honglu reached out and gently yet indifferently held his mother's violently trembling hands. Oh my god, dead name reveal.
당연하잖아요, 어머니.
Of course I would, mother.
그 고귀한
Because the name is
이름이니까요.
too noble indeed.
그렇지. 아무나 입에 담을 만큼 가벼운 이름이
ah,
결코
yes.
아니니
It's not a name that any rabble should so heedlessly speak.
아무렴.
Of course, of
그렇고
course.
말고.
이쪽도
This
원래
woman seems like
이름이라는 게
she's
있었어?
going to fall apart at any moment. Oh, do you also have an old name and a new name?
그거 있잖아. 피사에서 홍루 보고 보옥도련님.
Well, don't you remember? Back in P Corp, we called Honglu Young Master Baoyu.
지난번 홍원에서 결투할 때도 가시가.
Also, remember how he announced himself before that duel on the day we arrived at H Corp? He introduced himself as Baoyu of the Jia family. I thought it was a pseudonym back then, though, given the circumstance.
뭐 우리랑 다르게 고귀하신 이름이다
Oh, it
이거냐?
ain't like us calling your real name's gonna cheapen its nobility or whatever.
고작 이름인데 부른다고
It's just a
닿진
name,
않아요.
so you can say it as many times as you want and it won't
하지만 닳는다고
depreciate in
믿으시는
whatever
분들도
value it has.
계셨던 것 같네요.
Oh, but some people do actually believe that it does, I suppose.
그 이름을 여기저기서 쓰고 다니는
It was wise of you to refrain from using that name.
그래 그래.
Right, right.
소중한 이름이
Let your
찾아오는
precious name be known
퍼지면
among the plebeian
너를
populace
암습할
to
자가
encourage
얼마나
knives in the
많겠니.
dark to strike.
당장
Even here,
이곳에서도
too.
모친의 말씀대로 홍루 씨의 본명은
Interesting,
H자에 한
okay.
번이라도 연이 닿은
It is as your mother
충분히
says, were
홍원의
your true name to be
이름이라는 걸
made known,
알아차릴 수 있는
an individual with a
증명들을
passing
갖고 있죠.
connection to H Corp would have easily connected you to Hongyuan.
대부분의 이름에는 그 근원이 담겨져 있다고.
You said that most names are repositories of their keeper's origins. That makes no sense to me, Yisong. What the fuck are you talking about? I really hope they just meet a dude named Dave soon. And Yisong has to keep that mentality as he talks to some dude named fucking Dave. Or Daniel. Or any name beginning with a D. It's always those ones. In the eastern region of the city, when the parents name their children, they imbue them with meaning. It carries their wish for their children's place and use in the world. Oh.
내 놈.
Poor Dave then.
이름의 뜻이 뭐지?
You. What's your name mean?
제 이름은 부모님뿐만 아니라
My name.
많은 분의 소망을
My name is a culmination of wishes. Not only those of my parents, but those of many, many more.
태어날
Rank
때부터
1 fixer
복을
named
가지고
Bob.
태어났다는 뜻이랍니다.
The head of A Corp is going to be named like Garrett or something like that, and it's going to be really funny. Garrett or like Jose. Adam. No, well, we already got an Adam. That really wouldn't work. From Ruina. Or, no, it's Lob Corp, not Ruina. It means that I was born with a precious jade. Jade mention! Jia Baoyu.
끔찍하군.
Awful.
공로가
Honglu's better.
낚였어. 조용히 말하세요.
Please try to whisper.
나도 부르던 대로 부를란다.
Yeah. I'll call the rich boy however I want to. If I'm ever forced to call him Young Master Baoyu or some servile shit like that, I'd rather take a punch or two from the guide. I could feel the horrified gaze of the servant staring at us.
네. 계속 홍루라고 불러주셔도
I don't mind, so
괜찮답니다.
please continue to call me Honglu if you want.
귀빈들께선 자리에 앉아 주시길 청하옵니다.
Please take a seat yourselves, young honored guests. The food will be served soon. What if I had two bao mi? They're fucking that shit up. Boy, what's all this? What's all this then?
거 맞아요?
I'm Heathcliff, I'm British. It's Tuesday, innit? Do they actually expect us to eat all this? I don't think I've ever been intimidated by food before. There was, quite literally, a mountain of dishes on the table. I was starting to wonder if the purpose of these dishes was more to flaunt their wealth than to feed us a reasonable amount of food.
이거 말이야. 리필
Oh, what a
되는 거지?
feast! I can ask for more refills, right?
네? 네.
Huh? Yes. Anyway, what's up with those empty seats over there? Are we still killing time for some guests to arrive?
그건 아닐 것 같아요.
I don't
이곳에
think
참석하는
so.
걸 원하지 않은
There are probably seats for my older
이
siblings
고관원
somewhere in
없나요?
Dagwon-yuan. They probably just didn't want to
누나들의
attend.
자리겠- 오늘은 저를 환영하기 위해 만들어진
This is a
자리니까요.
banquet to welcome me, after all.
있어봤자
I'm sure they
시간
believe it a
낭비라고
waste of
생각하는
time to
걸 거예요.
attend.
거참 얼마나 부지런하게 사는
Man,
사람들이.
they better be on some real busy schedule to miss this.
가복께서 당도하셨나이다.
Oh, the old bitch is here.
가복께서 당도하셨나이다.
The old lady. With the announcement, utter silence quickly devoured the busy hubbub of the banquet. Those who were sitting quickly rose to their feet and bowed, while those who were standing knelt down on all fours, their backs bent so low that their foreheads were nearly touching the floor. Oh shit. She's walking out with like 2 peacocks as well. Jesus Christ. And the woman walking out from between them, the crowd itself parting down the middle from her sheer presence.
아, 할머니가 오셨네요.
Oh, there's grandmother. Hey, it's grandma. Ma, there's a weird fucking cat outside. It looks like grandma. It was Hong Lu's grandmother, the family hierarch of H Corp, and its chief executive director. Jia Mu's presence was at once warm, gentle, yet immense and overwhelming, like a personification of an insurmountable mountain.
가모님을 뵙습니다.
What they said.
가모님을 뵙습니다.
What she said.
우리도 숙여야 해? 고개?
Should we bow too?
이미 접시에 고개를 파묻고 있으니까 괜찮지.
I don't think you could bow any lower with your face halfway in the bowl, so you should be fine. Probably. She's surrounded by Heisho too, I think. Guys, everything's gonna be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. She immediately points to them and is like, execute all 12 of these motherfuckers. As everyone was bowing before Jia Mu, awed and humbled. Only Hong Lu looked straight at Jia Mu without bowing. Ooh! Then he got up from his seat and walked toward her.
할머니, 오랜만에 인사드려요.
It's been a while, grandmother.
도련님, 가까이 올라오시죠.
Please ascend, young master Bao. Is that like the really polite way of saying please die? Please die, young master. It seemed that was a special permission was needed to even stand next to her, as Hong Lu was allowed to approach her only after the servant gave him the go-ahead. Oh, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Little Bao Yu. You must have walked and toiled tirelessly on your journey home.
그렇지 않아요.
Oh, he toiled alright. This motherfucker toiled.
모두 친절히 대해주신 덕에
Not at all, grandmother. I was able to learn so many new things thanks to everyone who treated me so nicely. Had you sought to master the art of learning, no master, regardless of pursuit, would have been out of our reach. You could have learned much in the halls of... Gives Good Morning Deranged Maniac vibes. Is that a reference to something, or is that just a wonderful string of words that I'm now going to use? Yet the world taught from sheets of paper simply that, words on paper. We wish that you, dear Bao Yu, would learn more of the secular world. Do not let flow betwixt your fingers the time that is given to you. Unless he lives in H Corp, or not H Corp, T Corp, then he's like real good on time. This rich bastard. I know this opportunity was more than what I deserved, grandmother. From the amazing experience end role, I have no idea what that is. But if I had to guess, it sounds like a D&D thing. Like Critical Role, but the end. I appreciate your return all the same. That you have deigned to return before me ere my abdication of the great responsibility. Rarely, it appears that young Hong Lu chained into Limbush Company as a Gran Turismo of sorts.
Gran Turismo? 그게 뭔데?
Gran Turismo? What's that?
너희 둘 다.
Can the two of you stop babbling with your mouths full? No. Young masters of families most eminent are often sent out into the world on a grand tour. Thus coined was this practice Gran Turismo, if that will. After they are commenced their public activities.
책으로는 배울 수 없는 다양한
Gran
경험을
Turismo.
바깥의 문물.
The purpose is to learn the very experiences that cannot be gained from books, to grow familiar with the world outside, to touch grass. They're racing? It's an RPG Maker game about a kid named Russell, who undergoing government experience meant to make him feel guilt for all the people he's killed. You always have some interesting little funny games. First it was Jimmy and the Pulsating Mass, and now it's this. What's next? You gonna talk to me about Earthworm Jim? I hear that you have met with Zichun in the world not long ago. I have. Right child she is. Well prepared to take on the challenges of the family hierarch evaluations, I presume.
맞아요. 시춘이라면
I agree.
잘 해내겠죠.
I'm sure Zichun will wisely overcome the trials. Indeed. Have you paid visit to the Reverend Elders then?
곧 방문드리려고요.
I will soon.
왕부인도 이곳으로 올라오고.
Lady Wang, send here as well.
송구합니다, 가모님.
With your mercy, GMO, of course. Man, living in like crazy imperial times probably would have been fucking awful. You need permission to go and approach like your mom. It's insane. Honglu's mother hurried up to where GMO stood.
하나뿐인 아들이 출가하여 강호를
Must cause your
떠돌고
heart's
있으니
great distress to have your one and only son depart his home, to wander the world beyond the hedges. Okay, so not all his siblings have the same mom, I'm gonna assume. Unless, well, no, because he does have a brother.
아닙니다, 가모님.
Of course not, GMO.
저는 우리 보기가
Oh, I'm simply so glad that my son, Baoyu,
이렇게 제 몫을
has returned as a man who can... Yeah, okay, I remember this.
재촉할 생각은 없.
아직 정해진
It's
건
this part
없어요.
again. What we saw earlier.
어서 소임을 다하고 돌아와야 가모님께서 맺어주신 그 약조도.
Complete your duties and return soon, so that the agreement Chiamu has so graciously made for us is fulfilled. Hmm?
그래, 잃지도 말고
Indeed. Lose not,
잊지도
forget
말거라.
not.
너는
You are our
우리
family's
가문의
one and
하나뿐인
only
오기,
Jade.
우리의 둘도 없는 진귀한 부.
Interesting.
이
You
속세에
probably like it
남아있지
because it's very
말고
much inspired by those spooky urban
내가
maker
되면
games like
다시
Jimmy and the
떠나
Mori.
그 가치를
Ooh.
다하거라.
Ooh. 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 Inspired by Yume Nikki, the progenitor of them all. Damn, they objectifying his ass. Me too, baby! Dear about you, our peerless treasure. Tarry not over long in this. Yeah, okay, I remember this shit.
그럴게요.
I'm an old lady and I'm gonna die in 5 minutes. Bah humbug. Epic. How many more nodes do I have? It's gonna end right before, right where it's getting good. I know it is. I thought listeners were doomed to chew uncomfortably through this incredibly awkward meal, but Jiamu and her retinue of Heisho left the banquet hall promptly after that exchange, as though they had no more reason to remain here.
어찌하여 저들은 홍루군이 당도하자마자
It is
떠나는
odd
날을
that
묻는
they should
것인가.
inquire Honglu of his departure plans on the very welcoming of his return.
그러게요. 아끼는 것처럼 보이다가도.
Right? One moment it appears like they really care about him, and
아끼는 모습도 통상적인 가정에서
the appearance of that care
자신의
for one's own
애착이
child was also
감정과
quite distinct
다소
and unusual
일반적이지
compared to
않은
the typical
방향성이었다.
display of emotional intimacy expressed in average households. Thank you for that, Mr. Tism Marisold.
보,
Hey, value. That's when an unfamiliar, chipper voice hopped jovially into our
왜
conversation.
나를 제일 먼저 찾아주지 않았어?
Who is this?
내가 머물던
Hello?
네가 출가했을 때 이후로 쭉 같았단 말이야.
Why didn't you come and see me first? I've been staying in the same building ever since you departed here, you know. Huh? Who are you?
보차 누나구나.
Oh, he's got a big
오랜만이야.
sister. Ah, big sis Zhu Baochai. It's been so long.
여기까지
You're
와서
not going to
자리를
like her?
채워준 거구나.
Uh-oh.
고마워.
You come all the way to my welcome banquet to fill a seat? I appreciate that.
보기가 오는지 미리 알았더라면
Had I known that you'd be coming
우리
home
셋이
today,
때문에
Bao,
다른
I would have summoned
사람들까지
everyone I could from the
불러왔을
Zhu family to see you too.
한 오라버니도
Big Bro Pan's really been
얼마나
itching to know
보기의
how you've been
안부를
doing.
궁금해했다고. 허기나.
Yeah, sure he was. Zichen, who'd been sitting in complete silence for the entire banquet, muttered quietly to herself.
보, 이곳에 온 다음에
Who else has greeted you since you arrived today, Bao?
부모님과 가모님께
Am I looking at her sprite right? Are these her boobs? Just like kind of squished there, or is that like a weird shapeless shirt? Okay. My parents and Jiamu.
정말? 그러면
Those
내가
are
첫
her
번째네.
boobs. That's I can't tell because she's so fucking white. Oh my god. No, those are tits? Oh my god. What? Okay. Interesting. It was so hard to tell because she's just so white. My god. Why does her face look less blurry than her body? I don't know what's going on with Limbus Company sprites anymore. Really? So I'm your first then? She made a tearful remark before leaning in close up to his eye. Oh, we're getting the eye mysteries again.
네 옷은 언제 봐도 아롱지고 깨끗하다.
Your jade is always so glimmering and pristine, Value. Oh,
네가 떠난 뒤에도 계속 기억하려고.
look.
그 색과
I made myself a
똑같은
necklace in the same color as your eye and wore it every single day to constantly remind myself of you.
어때?
Well, do you see it?
그렇구나. 계속
Oh, you
기억해줬다니
have.
고마워.
Thank you for remembering me.
저 그런데 누구야?
So, are you gonna introduce us to her, or
아니. 오랜만에
how can we just
분위기
let that
좋아하니까
night's
참
reunion play
그새를 못
out,
참고.
man? Roger stepped forward, unable to stand the curiosity.
아,
보차라고
Oh,
한답니다.
she's-
설가 보차.
Hi, I'm Bao Chai. Bao Chai of the Shu family. I have a very profound relationship with dear Bao Yu here.
깊은 인연?
A very profound relationship?
혼인의 언약한 사이니 깊은 인연이라 부르는 게 어울리지 않겠나요?
He's got game! Oh! Wait, is that his sister? No, wait, they just kind of use that. No. No, they just kind of, that's just kind of how they address older people. Never mind. Never mind. I don't think that's his actual sister. Okay. Okay, that makes it a little bit better. Check DMs. Oh, great. Oh my god, she's ripped. Holy shit. Godo's worried he wouldn't like him being into a woman. Don't worry, baby. If his dad can most likely have multiple women, I can be the side piece. I'm good with this shit. You know? I'm good. She's probably gonna fucking die. But like, whatever. Do we get to see, is Honglu gonna have a wedding? Do we get to crash his wedding? Wow. I didn't know he had game like that. Let's go. Let's go. First of the sinners to actually get some. Never mind, we have Otis. Never mind. Join the married club. I like this trope of like people make friends with like a really rich person or like someone important or like royalty or something like that, and they go home with them for like just something. Like, oh, a party, a festival, I'm being summoned home, and they all of a sudden find out, yeah, I'm gonna get married eventually. That's like my favorite trope. They had that in like Teen Titans one time, like the original, like Starfire was going home to Tamaran or something, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna go be married, and everyone was like, what? Honestly, a pretty goated trope, if I may say so myself. And then they run away from it, and then they everyone's best friends forever with the poor people. Poor people always win. It's nothing to be surprised about. These profound relationships can be established effortlessly in the simple exchange of agreements between our elders.
아니, 그래도 말 한마디라도 해주지 그랬어.
Hey, you could have at least given us a hint.
어차피 제가 혼인을 하는 건
But I won't be married until I leave Limbus company, though.
그러니 굳이 알릴 필요는
I just thought that it
없다고
wasn't relevant
생각했다니까.
enough to share.
저 아까 살짝 들렸는데.
So, sorry about overhearing earlier, but you guys are Baoyu's friends, right?
보기가 지금까지 바깥에서 어떤
I've been so
생활을
curious to hear about
너무너무
what kind of life
궁금한데.
Baoyu lived out there.
괜찮다면
Here to share some tales of your
소녀에게
journey with
그들의
me?
여행
어린은 가라. 함부로 들을 이야기.
TBH, they kind of messed up with that Teen Titans episode because Blackfire was such a baddie. Yeah, and then she had to marry the Glob monster. Blackfire was absolutely a baddie, and Robin was insane. It's literally goth Starfire, and he chose, no, regular Starfire. But also Starfire herself was also a baddie, so I don't blame him. Tamaran women just built different. Hot as hell. Don't have stories for kids. Shoo.
왜요?
저 피비린내 나는 이야기
Why? But I love stories about bloodshed.
아,
Honglu, are you engaged to a 12-year-old?
도시 괴담 서적
Well, she's older than
모으기였거든요.
him. One of Big Sister Baochai's pastimes was curating creepy stories of urban legends. Huh.
그렇다면
Then maybe I'll share some.
조금만
다른 분들은요?
What about everyone else? I love adventure stories.
그런 말 앞으로
Be careful what you
후회하지 않을
wish
자신
for.
있겠어?
자,
Oh
앉아보시게.
no!
이제부터
She's been unleashed!
맹스러운 모험담의 이야기가 펼쳐질
Robin could have
테니.
had 보th. He was weak.
옛날 어느 동굴에 무시무시한 곰이 살고
Waggles my
있었지.
finger at you. Your greed, his greed sickens me. I beseech thee to find a seat, for I shall now regale thee with a tale in which an adventure of most wondrous valor unfolds. Brace thyself, for it's particularly old and terrifying tale features a big, scary bear lurking in a cavern.
식사 끝났으면 얌전히
You're
각자가
finished with
머물
your
곳으로
meals. Why don't we all go back to our residences? Zichen just seemed jealous that Dawn was giving someone else attention, I'm gonna say.
시춘이는 오늘도 화가 많이 났구나.
You're so angry again,
미사가의
Zichen.
사람들이 큰
Last I heard, you
전투에
lost so
희생해서
much of your followers in a
많이
large
죽었다고
battle,
들었어.
didn't you? I'm so sorry.
진 안타까웠던지.
I used more than 3 handkerchiefs wiping my
눈물을
tears
닦았던
away upon
선수들만
hearing that
해도
news.
벌써 설씨가의 귀에도 들어갔구나.
So the Zhu families heard it too, huh?
맞아?
You're not wrong,
하지만
but
그런 건
that's irrelevant to what I've brought to the
가주대전에서
family
보여준
hierarchy war.
활약과는 시춘이는 언제나 자신감 있어 보였어.
Always a big fan of your
보기 좋은 거
confidence,
있지?
Zichen. It's a good look, you know?
그리고 보차원도
Oh, that
조심하는 게
reminds me.
좋을걸?
You better watch your back, Big
Oh,
Sis
오빠.
Baochai. Looks like Big Brother Bao Yu's
저렇게
learned how to
미안하게
sink a
웃는
knife into your back with that same
뒤통수
carefree
치는 게
smile.
갑자기 뒤통수
Zichen,
치는
you're
자세가
acting like he
되었다니.
made this choice
무슨
himself. Of the reference to the big scary bear boss fight. I mean, it was a big scary bear. It was crazy. What's she mean by you knifing people in the back?
시춘이랑 사이가
Haha,
조금
just a
틀어졌거든.
small falling out with Zichen, that's all.
아하, 시춘이가
Ah,
너를
Zichen must have been
푸석하고
trying to get you on
있다는
her side, huh?
탐낼만 했을 거야. 보기는 옛날부터
Yeah, no wonder she wanted you on her team. Baoyu's always excelled at whatever he does without stressing out or losing that happy smile.
그냥 하다 보니까 잘 되었어.
It's just kind of worked out that way.
좀 재수없는 스타일이긴 했었다. 그치?
I guess he can be a bit irritating like that, huh?
저런 유형도 드물지만
Some people,
있는
though
법이니까.
rare, are indeed like that.
그러고 보니
Oh, that reminds me,
혹시
did you
치우
by any
오라버니
chance run into Big
오다가
Brother
만난 적 있어?
Chu?
나는 못 보았지만 이분들은
I
만났어.
haven't, but they have.
다행이네.
That's good. Damn, killed on sight, I guess. She placed her hand over her chest as though she'd just survived an incredibly dangerous accident before eyeing us anxiously.
그래서 어떻게 되었어?
So, what happened?
사이와를 포섭하려고 했던 건 알아.
I do know that he was trying to ally with Shi
사이와
Yihua.
걔만 빼고
I mean, it
아무도
didn't seem like
없었던 것
anyone else
같지만.
was viewing that as an alliance other than Shi Yihua himself, but it must have been a pretty open secret among the candidates that Jia Chu was trying to ally with Shi Yihua.
같이 있던
Mm.
이화 형님의 목이
They
잘렸어.
cut Big Brother Yihua's head off when he was with us.
어머, 팽이 언니, 종이 언니.
Oh my! Horizontally or vertically?
어,
H.
이번이 세 번째인 거 그럼?
So this is his third time,
기억이
huh?
참.
Yihua's really
여전히 그 경거망동한 버릇을
incorrigible?
못 고친다니까.
He never knows when to zip it and sit down.
치우, 오라버니.
Has he had his head cleaved off like 3
가족들이
times?
다가왔으니 곧 올 거라고 생각은 했어.
Well, Big Brother too.
뒷골목에
I had a
던데는
feeling
그
he'd
흉흉한
be here when
노랫말에
the family hierarchy war
대감하네.
begins.
모르는
Everyone in
사람이 없을
Dagwon for
거야.
once heard that creepy song from the back streets, you know?
소식이 들려올 때마다
Things get so
대감은
awkward and hostile here at Dagwon Yuan every time there's any mention of him.
그래도 다행이지.
Well,
치우
I guess it's
오라버니는
fortunate that he won't be coming after me
가족회장에서
once the
나를
competition
먼저
begins.
노리진.
And why is that?
당연히 곧바로
Because I'm simply
죽이기엔
too charming and
제가
adorable to kill
지나치게
outright, of course.
그리고 치우 오라버니가 목표하는
Besides,
게 뭔지는
whatever Big Brother
모르겠지만
Chu's goals are, they probably have nothing to do with the Shu family.
그럴 수도 있겠다.
I can see that. Bao Chai took a step toward Honglu and leaned in close to his
Whoa.
face.
여전히 내게서
Can you guys stop doing PDA in the middle of the fucking banquet hall? Raj is trying to stuff her face over there. Do you smell my fragrance still, Value?
보천 누나에게선 고약한 향이 난 적이 한
You have
번도
never
없었는걸?
reeked. Big sister Palchai. Value. I've always been, and will always be, residing at Hungwuyan? I don't know. Ginger Plant Court. Promise to pay me a visit before you leave. With that, she gracefully walked out of the room.
저희도 이만 돌아가는 게 어떨까요?
Well, how about we also
이곳은
start
회심한
heading back?
데라도
This place can get
곧바로
pretty dark around
깜깜해지거든요.
high hour.
너
Ew.
집에 왜 떠났냐?
Why'd you leave?
별거 아니랍니다. 어릴 때 종종
Eh,
같이
it's
놀던
nothing.
누나예요.
She's just a big sis I used to play with when I was a child.
대관원에서
Oh!
제게
Bot!
친절을
Bot!
보여주신
Kill him! 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 Kill! Kill! Yeah! Kill! Kill! Awesome. Another one to the kill count. I'm not mod anymore? I remodded you! Oh, I timed you out again, didn't I? There we go. You're mod again, Tet. You just keep getting unmodded. It's so funny. One of the very few in Dagwon Yuan who was nice to me. You muted me again, stupid? Ah. So where should we head to next? Good question. Just going by the scale of everything in here, it should be safe to expect something real ritzy, right?
제 손님으로 오셨으니 대관원 안에
You're my
있는 제
guest,
방에서
so you should be able to
묵으면 될
stay at my
거예요.
building within Dagwon Yuan.
그리 멀지 않아서
It's within
가마
walking
없이도
distance from
금방
here.
갈 수 있답니다.
We should be there in no time, even on foot. Woohoo! Chat, does anyone know how many nodes I have left before part 1 ends? Does anyone know? How far up Chinese heaven do I have to get? Whoa. What the fuck? What's going on down here? What, is this like built on top of something? Do they have a fucking dungeon? I've done this canto yet, so I don't know. Alas. Hold on, let me Google. Let me just hit it with a fat Google. Oh. They pulled up Dante's comedy, like the Divine Comedy. I don't know if it tells me. Alas. Is Chinese Heaven built on top of Kowloon City? Chinese Heaven is probably built on top of Cleveland, Ohio. If I had to guess. I think I'll just end here for now. I probably have a decent way to go. We'll return to Chinese Heaven another time. I'm still curious about all this, though. Are these, like, sticking... What the fuck is this? The fuck is this thing? You know what? We'll go through one more because I want to see more of the map. I want to see more of that map. One more. Just one more. Just one more. Just one more. It's okay. It's fine. Just one more. Just one more. Just a little one. Just one more. Just one more.
자, 여기랍니다.
Ta-da! Here we are.
가깝다고 한 것 치곤 꽤
That was a
걸었네요.
pretty long walk. Still technically within walking distance, but...
이 홍원이라고 부른답니다.
This place is called the Joyous Red Court.
홍원에서 제일
Auto till you can. That's
꽃나무로
how I
만든
roll.
방이어서
Freak.
숨을
Freaks
크게
mega.
들이쉬면 말이죠.
Oh, my voice just cracked. This room was made for us by the most aromatic flower tree within H-Corp. Try taking a deep breath and... You can still smell the lovely fragrance of flower aroma,
퍼져요.
pervading, spreading from the very tip of your nose. It's unique to this building.
아이 그렇구려. 보이지도 않는
Very
것이
much so.
제법이
It's an
한게 없어.
unseen and invisible thing, yet it remains much of its pleasant redolence. I hate his big vocabulary. This place is huge too. You've been living here all along?
네. 더 넓은 방에서
Yes,
지내라고
I was told to stay in a
하셨지만
larger room, but I preferred this place more.
도련님, 오랜만에 인사드립니다. 스빈입니다.
Shiren. We've heard this lady's name before, right? It's been a long time, young master. Shiren reporting. Oh hey, she?
스빈
Have you been well, Shiren?
잘 지내?
네, 평소와
Yes.
같았습니다.
I am, and as I always have been. Shiren watched us emotionlessly as our rowdy crowd poured into the yard. Her expression did not change even when she saw Hong Lu, who presumably hadn't been home in quite some time.
이분들은 도련님의 손님이신가요?
Are they the young master's
방을
guests? I
안내해드리겠습니다.
will guide them to their room. Please
따라오시죠.
follow me.
저는 따로 방문할 때가 있어서요.
Now that we're here,
금방
I've got to pay
다녀올게요.
a visit somewhere. I'll be back soon, though.
어디를 가시는 겐가?
To where wilt thou journey? Allow us to accompany thee.
아, 괜찮아요.
It's okay.
어르신들께 문안 인사를
Just on my way to
드리는
say hello and
것뿐이거라
pay my respects to
혼자
the
가는
elders.
편이 좋아요.
So it'll be better if I go there alone.
자, 이쪽으로.
This way.
뭐 어느 작전이나 그랬지만
Well, I guess I could say this about every operation, but
이렇게 현장까지 직접
the weight of our
와서야
mission doesn't really
겨우
sink in
실감이
until we're
나네.
actually there.
가주 대전 말씀.
You were talking about the family hierarch war, right?
다른 후보들은 이것
Yeah.
하나만을 위해
The other candidates have been
몇 년을
preparing
준비해왔다고
for this for
하니까요.
years, while we
저는
have
그걸
what?
하룻밤만
An overnight?
해야만 하는 거.
나는 벼락치기 타입이어서 그런가.
I don't know. I'm a procrastinate. Oh my god. I don't know. I'm a procrastinate until the last minute kind of gal. So I'm pretty sure we got a handle on this.
부조리한 상황에서 임무를 수행해야 하는 것은
This is not the first
이번
instance in
처음이야.
which we are demanded to work through a task in an unfavorable, inequitable situation.
상관없지 않겠나?
Why does it matter? Our goal
isn't
isn't to claim the throne of the family hierarch anyway. A few hours ago.
천만 다행이지 않겠어요?
Ooh, we get to know the plan. I thought they just weren't gonna tell us.
아니라는 게.
Well, isn't it such a relief that our goal isn't to come place first in the family hierarch war?
1등을 할 필요가 없다는 말인 겐가?
Does that mean us to say we needn't be the first?
당연하죠.
Yeah,
저희가 왜 수감자를
obviously.
홍원에
Why would we
가지고
want a sinner to
만들겠어요?
become the head of H Corp?
외부인을 앉히는 것보다는 회사
Would it not
소속의
provide a
인물을
much more
말기에
reliable
대표로
means of
앉혔을 때
control to implant an
안정적으로
individual
조정할
of this
수 있지
company at the high seat of a wing, instead of letting an unaffiliated individual assume
일이
it?
그렇게 간단하게 굴러가지는 않죠. 그리고
There's a lot more going
LCB는
on behind the scenes,
LCB로서
guys.
해야 하는 일이
Besides,
아직도 많은
LCB
걸요.
still has much left to do as the LCB.
그러면 뭐
Then, would I be right to assume that this isn't a winner-take-all kind of situation here? Do other candidates get something for participating too?
가주 심사에서 10등 안에 든 사람은 순위 순서로 가문의 창고에서
Anyone who
원하는
places within the
물건을
top 10
가져갈
will
수
gain
있는
the right to take
포상이
one item of their
있거든요.
choice from the family treasury. Of course, the one who places the highest goes first.
하지만 2등 안에는 들어야
But we're gonna have to
안전하게
come in
저희가
at least
원하는
second place in
물건을
order to
확보할
ensure
수
that we
있을
obtain the
거라고
item we're
결론을
looking
냈습니다.
for.
아, 괜히 기분 잡치네.
Now, that's weirdly insulting.
도와줄 거.
Sod it. Why don't we just shoot for the top anyway?
못 보던 사이에
Their
자신감이
confidence seems to have gone through the
어마어마하게
roof since our last operation together.
뭐
Well, we did go through a lot of crazy stuff.
그리고 그 홍원에
Anyways, care to guess what's
어마어마한
deep inside Hong Yuan's
어떤
gargantuan
것이
treasury?
황금 가지요.
The golden bow?
네,
Right
그
on!
진정한
Buried in the
가치도
middle of all kinds of
다른
other
보물들
treasures,
사이에 파묻혀
along with
있는
any knowledge of
상태입니다.
its true value.
그래서 파우스트
So,
아까 소드
Faust.
과장이 말한 1차전
what did Manager Sode share with you as our strategy for the first round?
파우스트 양에게 넌
I very much wish to know as well. The suggestion of mutual understanding seemed to exist exclusively betwixt Miss Faust and Sode.
가주 심사 1차전의 내용은 지금까지
The first round
후손들이
of the family
대관원의
hierarch
어르신들을 위해
evaluation
준비해왔던
tests
것을
what the descendants have
시험하는
prepared and
자료입니다.
brought for the elders of Hongyuan. What the descendants have prepared, huh? So this must be what Jia Zichen's been referring to this whole time.
불로불사에 관한 것이죠.
Yes, to be free from aging and death, immortality.
즉, 각자가 생각하고
Each candidate is to present an
진정한
answer before the
불로불사란
judge to
무엇인가에
demonstrate their idea
대한
of
답을
true
보이는
immortality.
자리입니다.
Right, so what's the answer to true immortality then?
그건 파우스트도
Not
내놓을 수
even
없는
Faust can
답입니다.
answer that. Faust.
뭐 하자는
다만
What are we even doing here?
진정한 불로불사의 실마리가 있는
But we may be able to demonstrate
흉내를 내볼 수는 있죠.
I don't know that fucking word of immortality, or at least pretend as though we are close to the answer.
답을 원하는 건 그들이니
Given that they
우리를
are the ones
정확히
who are seeking
말하자면
that very answer.
홍루
They
씨를
will not disqualify us,
떨어뜨리진 않을
Hong
겁니다.
Lu to be exact, from the competition.
그럴듯해 보인다면 악착같이 매달릴
I see.
테니까.
They will cling on to whatever clue they get their
그런
hands on, so we'll be using that desperation.
그렇습니다.
Precisely.
그 가모인가는 제일 높아 보이는 사람도 그 녀석을 많이 아낀다며.
That important-looking old bat Jiamu favors him, don't she? Maybe she'll give him bonus points or something.
홍로. 그자가 중요한 쓰임새가 된다는 거군.
Woo! Nepotism! So that's what we'll be using Hong Lu for.
그건
That is...
네, 맞아요. 이제 제 차례가 돌아온
Yes,
거죠.
you're right. It is my turn to be used. When did you get back? Hong Lu nonchalantly chimed into the conversation, having slipped in between us unnoticed. Hey, you're back pretty soon, huh? Unfortunately, what Otis just said, you sound quite crass depending on how you cut it. Hong Lu, you don't have to... Don't mind what you just said.
걸러들을
But
필요가
why would I mind
없었는걸요?
it?
저의 쓰임새는
My
후원에
use is
있는 황금
to be a
가지를
ticket to
회수하기
participate in
위한
the Hierarch War.
그리고
The only
그러기
option for
위해
obtaining the golden bow in
가주대전에
H
나가는
Corps.
것이니까요.
She didn't say anything wrong.
그럴 땐
Your use.
이왕 쓰이는 거 모두가
Well,
기뻐할 수
if you'll
있는
be
쪽으로
using me,
흘러가게 되면
hopefully this will lead to an
좋겠네요.
outcome we all can be happy with.
모두가 기뻐하기에는 시춘군 아까도
Verily, such outcome would be best, yet young Zichen hath already exhaled with great gusto out of her nostrils before turning away from our party when our eyes met.
시춘이하고는
Well, Zichen... Hong Lu's eyes twinkled briefly, as though he was shifting into a dream.
다시 사이가 좋아지게 될 줄은 몰랐어요.
Wow! I didn't think it was possible for me to be friends with Zichen again.
비록 지금은 다시 원래
We're
상태로
back to
되돌아갔지만
not being on speaking terms again, but...
잠깐이라도 꼭
It
어린
was
시절로
as though
돌아간
I'd
것
gone back in
같거든요.
time, back to when we were both children.
이제는 까마득하고
But we can't go back to the
다시 오지
past.
않을 시절이죠.
방금 뭐라고 했어?
Oh my god, she's shorter! What did you say?
지금 제정신으로 그 말을
Are you
나한테
drunk
한
or on
거야?
something? Did you really just say that to me?
바보 같은 질문을
What a
하네.
stupid thing of me to ask.
오빠는 평생 취한 적도 없을
You've never been
테니까
drunk in your life.
언제나 또렷하고
Your mind's
맑은
always been so damn clear.
어차피 내가 이렇게 화내고 소리 질러도
None of this even matters to you, does it? When I get angry at you or I shout at you like this. None of it gets to you, does it?
도대체
Just
그날 무슨
what
일이
happened to
있었길래
you that day? How could someone become so...
시춘, 나는
Oh my god, he's in the fucking Lan Wangji fit. Zichen,
됐어? 마음대로 해.
forget it. I don't care.
제대로 된
Do whatever you want to do.
신경쓰면
It's my
있을
fault for
거야,
expecting to
그게.
have at least one normal sibling in this messed up family. In that memory, Hong Lu was wearing a quiet smile even before her hushed anger. But don't you want to be friends with her again?
결국 사람과의
At the end of all
연락은
things, these connections between people, they're just moments.
찰나일 뿐일 텐데요.
Ephemeral things.
그러니 저의 뜻이
So what I
어떻든
want doesn't matter. Hong Lu. A sinner so aloof, so detached that it feels as though he's always floating through the clouds. Can a white boy speak a little Chinese? Can a white boy speak a little Chinese tonight? Ni hao, fine shit. Hop on Counter-Strike. I once thought that this was just the kind of guy he was. Someone who happened to be above everything that's happening around us. Instead of another messed up person with messed up problems of their own. But slowly and gradually, I had begun to realize that there was something off about him under the surface. Hong Lu, about participating in the family hierarch war. Do you really not feel anything about it? Have you completely excluded yourself from it?
네, 그냥 그런 거구나라고
I don't, and I
생각하고
have.
있어요.
It's just the way things worked out, right?
관리자님, 애초에 저자의
Executive
가치
Manager.
판단이
It is
이
true that his value
회사에
judgment will
유의미한
have
영향을
no
끼칠 수는
tangible
없을
influence
겁니다.
on this company's direction.
파우스트도 동의합니다. 수감자에게 작전
Faust is in
수행에 대한
agreement.
거부권은
Sinners do not have a
존재하지
right to
않으므로.
refuse their missions.
그건 사실일 테요.
That may be true, yet
그에 따르는 마음의
find it
상태까지
unnecessary to turn away and neglect the
무시할
suffering
필요는
conditions of their
없다고
hearts, stemming from the obligation to their missions.
마음의 상태라. 하지만 구태여 마음을
Conditions of our
들여다보기에
hearts, but
괴로움이
perhaps
생기는 건
unnecessarily peering
아닐까요?
into them is how we beget suffering.
그것이 무슨
Dude, we're getting like philosophical, and I don't really understand it. What manner of...
이곳 대관원에서 머물고 있었을 때는
Back in the
말이죠.
day, when I lived here in Dagwon,
제게는 수많은 선택지가
so many
끊임없이
choices
지나쳐가곤
passed before
했어요.
my eyes.
다른 가문의 그 아이를
Should I kill that child
죽여야
who is from a different family?
제가
Should I even
살아남아야
survive?
하는지.
Should I walk past that
죽어가는
dying
저
boy?
아이를
Or should I
두고
stop to help him?
처음에는
When they
제가
were first
무언가
presented to me,
선택해보려
I tried to
했답니다.
make a choice.
하지만 그 선택이 아무 의미가
But it didn't
없다는 걸
take long
아는
for me to
것에
realize that my
그리
choices
오랜
meant
시간이
nothing.
걸리진 않았어요. 그래서 전
So I decided not to choose at all.
했답니다. 그게 지금의 저예요.
And that's me, as I am now. Well, you seem to choose to not choose. Therefore, you are choosing. Get it right, bro.
리버스 컴퍼니에 입사하게 된 후에 좋았던 점은 수도 없이 많지만
There were so many wonderful things about joining Olympus Company, but
제가 무언가 선택하지 않아도 된다는 점이
I think my favorite part of the
좋았던 것
experience was
같아요.
that I was never given a choice.
조금
They kidnapped his ass.
이상한 것 같은데요.
That's definitely kind of weird.
어라? 분위기가 조용해졌네요?
Looks like things have gotten weirdly quiet around here.
사담은 여기까지 하도록 하죠.
That was enough
해야 할
discussion of
이야기가
private
많습니다.
matters. There is much ground for us to cover.
그럼 1차 대전의
Let us
계획에
begin by
대해
discussing our plans for the
말씀드리죠.
first round. The next morning. There's still some time until we have to leave.
밤에는 잘 보이지 않았지만 이
What
허수아비들은
may be the purpose of these
무엇이요?
scarecrows? Veiled in nocturnal shadows they were at yesternight.
아, 아직도
Oh
있었네요.
wow, they're still here. Wow.
이곳의 자제들이 거처하는 건물 앞에는 이런
There are
식의
training
연장이
courts next to every
마련되어
building where
있어요.
children of this place live.
걷고 뛸 나이가 될 쯤엔
Here, every child of walking,
누구나 이
running age all
허수아비들이랑
get to
놀곤
play with these
한답니다.
dummies.
놀이라.
Play. Early education is
조기
important.
교육은 중요한.
허수아비랑 어떻게 노는 것인가?
But how does one play with these dummies? And it appears that the dummy is adorned with the most dashing piece of fashion for its head.
아, 그건 제가 7살 때 처음 받았던
Ah,
허수아비예요.
that's the first dummy I received when I was 7.
그때는 말이죠.
Back then, I thought even dummies could feel pain when struck.
모든 어린아이가
Such was the
처음에는 그리
blissful
생각했을
rumination of all
것이야.
those who were once children.
그럼 여기에 태어나는 아이들은 어렸을
So is it
때부터
like
이렇게
tradition
자라야
for
하는
kids born here to formally learn how to fight?
아, 그건 아니.
No, not exactly.
이번에 할머니가 형한테
Is that Jiahwan?
게
Oh. Whoa, so this is what grandmother gifted to you, big bro? Oh no, little brother. Jiahwans are older.
맞아. 그런데 아직
Yep, I
신입생은
don't know
잘
how it
모르겠어.
works though.
옷 같은 걸 입혀주거나
There must be a dollar in effigy for dress
up.
up. Ooh, perhaps you could adorn it with some trinkets.
보호형 집을 지켜주는 수호신.
Why does he look like Zhang Cheng from fucking Modazushi? Y'all mind if a white boy speak a little Chinese? Maybe it's got like a guardian spirit that protects your house, big bro Bao Yu.
얼씨구.
Oh no, the slut's here anyways. Never mind. The whore. Oh boy.
이건 말이지. 이렇게
Here,
쓰는
let me
거라고.
show you how it's done.
뽕이 할머니가 준 선물을 때렸어.
Why'd you punch Grandma's gift?
그렇게 하면 아파하지 않을까?
Don't you think you're hurting it?
아파해?
Hurt it? Really now? This wooden thing?
이렇게 자라나야 살아남을 수 있다는 게 더 정확할 거예요.
How did he grow bigger? What the fuck are they feeding him? Apparently a little too much. Oh my god, you see the fucking food on the banquet hall? Jesus. It's more they have to grow up this way if they want to survive.
생각보다 제대로 된 수목인이군.
This WTD isn't so bad.
생각보다
This
정교하게
wooden training
설계된
dummy
것
appears to have
같은데.
been designed and crafted with some
출발하기까지
precise
제법
engineering
시간이
craftsmanship.
남았으니
We still have
사용해보는
some
것도
time until we
나쁘지
depart, so
않겠군.
why don't we try using them for a warm-up exercise?
땀내는 거 싫은데.
I don't want to get all sweaty though.
뭐 위험한 것도 아니고.
Well, it's not like these things will pose us any
써보는 것도
danger.
괜찮겠네요.
We can try them out just to see how we're doing today.
들었나 제군들. 지금부터 우리는
I hate this girl. I hate this lady. God damn it, Otis. We have orders from the executive manager. From this moment forth, we'll put our all into laying utter ruin onto these training dummies. Hey, I didn't even give any order. Oh well. It won't hurt to get our blood pumping now.
전원 돌격!
Yippee, we get to kick some dummy ass. It's like we're fighting the big old bear.
이 자리에 서 있게 해달라고 바란 적은
Dante really
없었어.
crazy for real. We're fighting a bunch of training dummies and bro just brings out Wild Hunt Heathcliff. Hilarious. You love to see it. I like that they're all wearing like hats.
그대로만
That's cute.
해주신다면
They
오늘
get
제안이
cold.
빠르겠어요.
The wood gets cold. That training dummy just hit me with fucking negative 20 sanity? Or no, that might be just Foss thing. That was insane. That might just be a Foss thing. How did the dummy win? I don't know. I don't know! How did that happen? Foss, what the hell? Imagine getting your ass kicked by a dummy. Oh my god, Roger. Oh my god, girl. Get your shit together. SMH, she really just got her ass handed to her.
단테님 봤어요?
We're getting real Chinese in this house tonight.
적을 제압할 기회네요. 어차피
탈출 개체
Oh, I forgot. Heathcliff's thing has a power count. Not just a regular defense.
죄송해요. 잠시 어지러워서 못 봤어요. 뭐 또 대단한 일이라도 하신 거겠죠?
My cat meowing. Meow.
사실은 그렇게 대단한
I hope this node isn't too much longer. Maybe I should have stopped before this node because now my throat's starting to hurt.
엔젤라님이나 마이쿠트를 부르는
Man, Foss is just getting her ass beat down there. You see that shit? My god, girl. Calm down. I want to bite into the HDMI cable so bad. No! I don't even have an HDMI cable. Good old HDMI cable and formerly Bicycle Spoke. Bicycle Spoke dead as hell now. Rest in peace. There's more! Hold on.
크게 의미 있는 성과는 아니지만요.
Never mind. She's gonna corrode. You know what? Let's just have some fun. We're just gonna hit him with vines. Why? Because I can.
검나를 내게 바쳐주지.
Bless his soul. All cats go to hell. But a special cat hell where it's just for assholes, but they're not like tortured for eternity. It's just like heaven, but just for asshole cats. They gotta separate them. I just want these bitches dead. It's so satisfying to hit things with vines. It just kills everything at once. At least Foss isn't getting her ass kicked by a fucking training dummy anymore. So proud of her. You go, girl. Queen. Oh my god, there's more.
이렇게 할 수 있으면서 지금까지 그러지 않았던 건 주어진 일이 아니었기 때문인가?
I'm guessing they're just gonna keep coming until a certain thing happens. Win rate, baby. Win rate, baby.
잠든 그대를 기를 테니.
I forget I have Mexican Sinclair sitting on my sidelines right now.
무지하니까 맞는 거야.
단테님 봤어요? 너무 쉽군요.
You don't mind if a white boy speak a little Espanol tonight?
너무 쉽군요.
Never forget when Mexican Sinclair carried us through our Ricardo fight. That was insane. How did he fucking do it? He shook his little white boy maracas. It was insane. I won.
어라?
Oh yeah.
언제 다 해치웠담? 이제
Taco
가도
Bell
되죠?
buff. Alright. Now I want to see more of this. What the fuck? It's like all ruins. Dude, they got the fucking Colosseum in here or something. What the hell? This looks like E-Corp. It looks like from Ruina. Or not, Lob Corp. It looks like when you see Bina after she fucking destroys all of E-Corp. I think it's E-Corp, right? Is it E-Corp or H-Corp? I think it's E-Corp. Anyways, Give me this shit. Ooh, new pass, which means I actually get to unlock this shit again. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my god, they gave Gregor some crazy ass nails. Is that fucking Victor from Arcane? Huh? Okay then. Epic. Anyways, that's where
야간 열차도 꽤
the stream
있다
ends for
보니까
today.
일하다 보면
Kanto 8 will
지금이
continue
밤인 줄도 모를
eventually.
때가 있다니까요.
Holy shit.
플랫폼은 항상 밝으니까요.
Oh, wrong thing. This one. Yeah, baby. I don't know what I'm gonna stream tomorrow, TBH. Who knows if I'll even stream. I have to do some stupid shit tomorrow. Anyways. Thanks for watching. Thanks for watching me get silly. Thanks for watching me get silly with it. Get real silly with it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go draw for the next 5, 7, 8, 9, 10 hours. Bye chat. Bye chat. Bye chat. Bye chat. Bye chat. Bye chat. It's hot as fucking here.